We're not live yet. Hold on. Now we're live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? Are we having a good day? I hope we're having a pretty sick and awesome Friday here, July 4th, where I am anyways. Today, what we will be doing... Oh wait, I need to introduce myself for anyone if they're new. Oh, hello, Kitty Heart, how are you doing today? I saw Speed back here already, hello. If you are new around here, I am a pixel artist, and... Oh my goodness, sorry, my music's like really loud. I'm a pixel artist, and also I play video games. But today, we're focusing on the pixel art. And what we will be doing is, today, we will be playing Dungeons and Dragons with the chat. That's right. You guys, I'm gonna make you guys play Dungeons and Dragons. Good to hear, Kitty Heart. I'm good as well. Yes. So today we discussed yesterday, if you were here for that, in which we play Dungeons and Dragons, and essentially how we're going to do that is very simple. If we want to, yes, if you would like to play, you are all welcome to. Welcome, Sad Pickett. Nice to see you as well. Hello, Jackie Placid. Having a chance to play D&D is a dream of mine. Well, today we are playing a version of D&D. It's okay to be so clear. It's not like actual full-on D&D, but it's like a role-playing game, so it's kind of similar. I'm gonna let you guys role-play, and we're gonna have some fun here. Now, full disclosure. I did not have a huge amount of time yesterday to plan out a lot of the things we're going to be doing today. I do have like a basic plan, like a basic idea of what's going to happen, but like it's not like set in stone, ironed down. So, go easy on me. It's my first time DMing. So, okay, without further ado, I guess we can get into it. We've got a couple of chatters in here. Okay. Now I wish I had planned some music or something, but all I have is the music that is currently playing. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that down further, actually. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna press this button, then you'll be able to share my screen. So I'll explain the basic setup as well. So essentially what we're doing here is this area is the play area. This is kind of like the map, and every like day I'll let the chat do something. So if they want to build something, if they want to send out an adventuring party, if they want to send out a boat down here on the lake, if they want to build a sandcastle, anything the chat wants to do, they can do, as far as I am concerned, as long as it's like not something insane. But yeah, this is the play area. So we're gonna pretty much be working in here. So, without further ado, I'm gonna do the little intro here, and we can start our little game. Here we go. In the land of Ebutuoy, there stands an ancient castle. It sits nestled between a peaceful wood to the north and a serene blue lake to the south. It is named for the color of the stone that its high walls are built of. After centuries, they shine white like new. Here stands Castle Whitewall. Well known for its direct methods of democracy, Castle Whitewall employs a unique system in which every idea is considered for use, no matter how trivial, strange, or ambitious. All voices are heard equally, and then voted upon to decide what they should do with their time and with their day. This is Castle Whitewall. So this is your castle, guys. This is essentially your home base and what you're working with here. Now, the way it works is we're gonna have like a day counter in the upper left. Hold on, maybe I should put that somewhere. Wait, I gotta press the right button here. Okay, I gotta set up the day counter. Let me just type that out real quick, fellas. My mistake. Probably should have had this done earlier. But like I said, I did not have a lot of time. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now we should have a day counter. Been looking for some time. Okay. Nice to finally hear from you, Jackie. If I remember correctly, you have 4 days. 4 days. Oh, no, Kitty Heart. No spoilers. No spoilers. You were here yesterday. No spoilers, Kitty Heart. Shame on you. Just kidding. Okay. The sun rises above the trees to the north. That's not actually how the sun works. I think it rises east to west, but I don't remember. You're okay, Kitty Heart, but I don't remember correctly. And it's a brand new day here at Castle Whitewall. Is there anything that anyone would like to do on the first day? Anything they would like to build? Anything they would like to explore? all ideas are welcome here and out in the open. Hello, Ting. Welcome, Ting. We're currently playing a little bit of role-playing game here. You guys kind of live in this castle, and if you would like to build something, you are welcome to make a suggestion in the chat, and we can build it, or just make a little adventuring party, or pretty much anything you guys want. So I am open to suggestions of any sort. While we're waiting, I'm gonna draw a little flower or something on the ground. Just a little flower thing. Okay. Streamer the Trilogy. Streamer the Trilogy. The legendary trilogy of games is about to be completed. We got Deltarune and Silksong in the same year. Just waiting for GTA 5 or GTA 6. Sorry. Interesting. Glad to hear about it. Anything at all we would like to add to the scene, fellas. All suggestions are open. Oops. I'm just drawing some flowers, waiting for any ideas that might pop up in the chat. I don't know, I'm just a speck. Kitty Heart, all voices are heard. Anything you want, you could ask to have a cat in the scene. You could ask to be a little cat creature off to the side. No one has to be a spectator. No one has to be. Add shrubbery. Okay, Speed Baking has decided that with the first day, we will add some shrubbery to our castle. So, without further ado, we will start building shrubbery. Jackie Placid would like to construct a volcano. Interesting. Interesting that we're constructing a volcano. Now, I don't know how well I explained it, but the general idea is that you guys are citizens of this little castle. As citizens of the castle, you can make any suggestion you want to improve the castle, to improve the surrounding area. So, Speed Baking has decided to add shrubbery. He has decided that with his newfound freedom of creating anything he wants in the castle, he will add shrubbery to it. What a good guy. He supports nature. Way to go. I'm gonna add some bushes up in here. Just a couple more bushes. Got some shrubbery to surround the castle with. Perfect. Here we are. Okay, volcano soil is good for farming. Okay, Jackie. Okay. Also, on this fine day, I don't know how shrubbery will help do something. He doesn't get the reference. I don't get the reference, I'm gonna be honest. But anyways, okay. Now, it's nighttime. During the nighttime, things will happen to the scene, and you guys will be forced to respond to it in some way. So, it is the first night. Let me change the day counter. Hold on for a moment. I'm changing the counter to be day 1. Okay. Now the town is asleep. Everyone is sleeping soundly. Monty Python: The Holy Grail. Okay, I actually have seen that movie. I guess I just forgot about that scene, unfortunately. Now everyone is sleeping quietly in the high castle. Now, the next day arrives. As the sun rises over the horizon, once again, the scouts of Castle Whitewall, of Castle Whitewall's army, has noticed something to the northeast, southeast. In the southeast, scouts have discovered a small band of goblins. Seems to be approaching the castle from this direction. We aren't sure what their intentions are, but goblins are known to be feisty and fierce. Now, during this next day, how should we respond to these many goblins that are gathered here? Anyone have any ideas for what we should do with the goblins? I'm gonna draw some more flowers where we think what we think about what we might want to do about the goblins. Just some flowers around the surrounding area. Imagine if someone casts lightning spell on the goblins. Kitty Heart, is that what you want to do? Cast lightning spell on the goblins. Observe if hostile attack. If not, trade. Okay. Jackie has decided to send out a trading delegation. So we have to draw the little traders. We will send out a trading delegation to see what the goblins' intentions are. Oh, I see, Kitty. I understand. My mistake. So, now, creating a trading delegation in order to meet with the goblins and see what they will do with these traders. Whether they are friendly or evil. So here we have our little trading people. We're gonna make a little shirt for him. A little second hand here. Perfect. Now. Oops. Now the trader is preparing to leave. Should he take anything with him? What should the trader bring to trade? Is he a farming trader, or is he some other kind of trader? Set up snipers. Okay. While sending out the trading delegation, Speed Baking would also like to set up snipers in the tower. So we will build a few archers to show that we are not to be messed with, just in case the goblins decide to attack. We'll set up one archer on this side, prepared and ready, just in case an attack were to occur. Here he is. He's holding a bow, just in case things go poorly. Here he is with his little bow. Here's one archer. Let's set up a second. We need one more archer. Grab him, pull him over here. Let's reverse his direction. And here we have 2 archers set up in case of attack. Maybe if we want to talk out the game, we can do the //. Ooh, okay. Jackie says we should send out the trading delegation with the berries from our shrubs. That's a good idea. We'll send out some berries from our shrubs. Here we go. We have some berries from the shrubs being sent to the goblins. All right. We will send out the trading delegation and see what occurs with our traded goods. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Perfect. Okay. Now our traders will venture forth to meet with the goblins. Off they go. How's it going, Rio? You having a good day today? We're currently playing essentially Dungeons and Dragons. These goblins have just appeared, and you guys, the people of Castle Whitewall, have decided to send forth a trading embargo to see if the goblins are willing to trade with you or not. Okay, maybe if we want to talk about the game, all the pieces are coming together. Okay, I don't know what you're playing, Jackie, but I'm a little worried about it. Okay. Now it's the next day. Night falls once again over Castle Whitewall. Now, while you guys sleep, you hear something coming from the direction of the goblin camp. You aren't sure what exactly is going on, but you do notice that while you slept, One moment, I'm still adding things to the scene so that we can kind of tell the story better. You notice that while you are sleeping, you hear the sound of hammers and a fire crackling. It sounds as if perhaps the goblins have set up some sort of camp nearby. Now, while the camp is being set up, you also think you hear something like munching in the distance. Could it be that the trading embargo was received? Or is it something more nefarious that they are being munched upon? We do not know. As the sun rises once more, you hear nothing of the traders that left yesterday. The sniper on the top of the tower looks far to the southeast and notices a camp has been created where the trading goblins once were. Not the trading goblins, the goblins once were. The trading cart has been left completely untouched at the center of this camp. We are not sure where the trader has gone, but he has not returned, and his goods are still sitting by a new fire that has been constructed. All the goblins are also out of sight, seeming to be inside of the tents that are surrounding the campfire. We are not sure what has been munched upon, but it could have been anything. What should we do with our next day? Gonna create some more flowers while we're waiting. Just some little flower area. Boom. Click. 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 Put more snipers on top of the snipers. Speed baking is doing some good thinking about defense for the castle. He has decided, in order to maximize castle defenses, we need more archers on top of our already placed archers. He is thinking like no person has ever thought before. The more snipers, the merrier. I'm just gonna go ahead and add 2 on top of both sides of archers. We will have a construction of archers unmatched by any military force in the history of Castle Whitewall. This will be legendary. None will be able to stop our massive force of arrows should they ever attempt to invade. Speed is thinking way too much about snipers. You never know. You never know when they could come in handy. Kitty Heart, you got to be careful. Now, the snipers are fully prepared for any sort of assault that is occurring. Continue the tower like sans hot dog water. I do not know what that means at all. Continue the tower. I have something great planned. Speed Baking has a plan in the works. We don't know what it is, but apparently it is going to be amazing. Now I'm not entirely convinced. I'm a little worried about what he might do, but either way, that's fine with us. He's just. Oh, we need to update the day counter as well. He is simply creating some sort of plan that we do not know anything about yet. But that is fine. We will allow him to continue his planning. Is there anything else we would like to do before the day passes? This could be our only chance to investigate the goblin camp, as we don't know what they are planning inside their tents. It will be spectacular. Let's explore the jungle. Okay. Now, Jackie Placid has also decided to send forth an adventuring party from the castle up towards the woods above. Now, we aren't entirely sure what's up there, so perhaps we should send forth some armed people that are able to defend themselves. We will send forth a knight. Now, what should we name the knight? The valiant knight who is able to ride forth into the woods to discover what is there for us. Perhaps he should be riding a steed. Thoughts on this development? As he rides his steed forth into the unknown woods of the area. Oh no, we put it on the wrong layer. That's annoying. Hold on. Control X. B. Click. Delete. Just gotta fix this night area for a moment. Make sure it's all correct. Hooray! Okay. Now, the knight is venturing forth on his trusty steed. It is an interesting looking steed. I think something ails it. Once again, I would like to say that I cannot draw horses to save my life. This combined with my inability to draw cars makes it so I am pretty much not able to draw. Oh my gosh, I did it again. I did the exact same thing I did last time. I am not able to draw transportation vehicles very well. We will do our absolute best to draw this horse out, though. He's a short little horse. He has little itty bitty tiny legs. He looks more like a wiener dog, but he is a valiant steed. So no one make fun of poor little horse guy here. He's doing his absolute best. How did I do that again? He's doing his absolute best here to ensure that his rider makes it through this valiant quest that he is on. Because you never know how dangerous it might become out here. Here is our horse. He is fully prepared for battle. Our knight is riding on the horse, also valiantly. There's a lot of valiance going on around here. They venture forth into the woods to see what they can find. I'm sad for you, Goplo, but remember, practice makes perfect. So true, I need to draw more horses. Send Turbo Chef. High attack speed, fire magic, but low attack. Okay. He needs food. Okay, we will also send Turbo Chef along with our valiant knight. Because you never know what kind of bind you may get in while you are away looking in the woods. You may need some food, and when you do, you don't want to be without it. So we will send out our chef as well to ensure that everyone is fed during this great quest that is occurring. Turbo Chef must be counted upon. He is our strongest chef, and the one most ready to take on any kind of challenge that may occur. We need to change his color to dark, because we all know he can burn anything. He is the fire chef, after all. Okay, here we have Turbo Chef riding on his white steed. Gray steed. Close enough. His gray steed to battle with, Sir, for someone who burned water, to a wizard chef. Exactly. The wizard chef and the valiant knight ride forth into the forest to see what they can find. Hold on. Into the forest they go. Now, while they're away, we aren't sure what will occur. But, hopefully nothing nefarious. Now, it is the next night. So, you all are sleeping soundly in your castle, hoping that something interesting will occur in the woods that we have just sent forth our valiant soldiers to find out about. Now, while you were all sleeping, you hear a knock at the castle late at night. You aren't sure who it is. It could be anyone. As the knock wraps deeply into the night, finally, someone opens up the door. When the door is opened, instead of seeing anything nefarious or scary, the art piece Hexy made was peak. Oh yeah, Hexy made an art piece of the scene that we had yesterday of the goblin being run over by a car. I'll make sure to show it on stream. I'll make sure to show it on stream momentarily. We'll definitely show that. But first, we must place back our little people. Okay. Did I update the day? Yes, I did update the day. Okay. Now, late last night, the trader has returned from the goblin camp. The goblins stated they did not want our silly berries. Instead, they were here to ask for help. They needed help in their goblin camp. Now, apparently, your rival kingdom, far, far to the south, has been destroying goblin camps in an effort to further their lands and reach new areas. Now, this is obviously a big problem for the goblins, because now they have less places to live. People have been destroying their houses. This is abysmal. We can't have this. So, they have come to plead for our help and ask that we send forth a brigade of warriors to slow down the evil kingdom to the south. Now, we aren't sure how large the other kingdom's forces are. They could, of course, have numerous warriors in a massive army. Question is, the kingdom overseas? Yes, the kingdom is far across the lake. We would need to send forth boats, perhaps warriors in the boats as well, in order to protect these goblin kingdoms. But we don't know if we should do this. I'm just a watchful eye in the sky, watching their story unfold. Okay, Kitty Heart. Okay, a very cool, calm and collected view to take, not taking a side. The traitor tells you that if you do not help, the goblins are doomed, and they will have no chance of ever becoming a strong kingdom like they wish to be. After the traitor has said this, he goes and he builds a small little stand to sell his berries at. What would you guys like to do about this new development? I'm gonna just build his little stand here so that he has a place to sell his many berries. After all, he is not a warrior and does not know if he can help the goblins by himself. So, he's going to set up his little stand instead and see if he can make a living selling little berries to the folk. Here we have our little berry stand. What a nice stand it is. Hooray, okay. Add a gravity magic user and have the archer shoot hundreds of arrows in the sky. Then have the gravity magic user suspend the arrows in the sky. Okay. Speed Baking has added a gravity magic wizard into the castle. I am very worried about what exactly he is planning here, as this sounds like some sort of attempt to take over the kingdom. Now, I don't know if that's a great idea or not, as the fellow citizens might not wish for Speed Baking to rule over the kingdom. But this seems to be some sort of plan that he has. So, we're adding the Gravity Magic Wizard. He has reversed gravity on the arrows. Now, we can't see them, because obviously they're in the sky, and there is no sky pictured here. But there are now hundreds of arrows over top of the castle. To represent this, we'll add a new layer. Yeah, you guys can see, just making sure. We'll add a new layer in which we will have the shadow of the arrows over top of the entire kingdom. Now, this could be pretty scary for all those below. We will have to just see how it works out. Now, we seem to have a gravity well over top of the kingdom. All those living within the kingdom's area are now under threat of tons and tons of arrows. This could be a small problem. Around the castle. Oh, and not right over. Okay, my mistake. Oh, yeah, I forgot your volcano. My mistake. We'll also add the volcano. I forgot about that. Okay, not over the castle, around the castle. I got it. It's for defense. Okay, that makes sense. Let's go something like this. And this. Okay. Now there are hundreds of arrows in the sky surrounding the castle. We will also need to build a volcano for Jackie Plaid. Slugcat is a regular training dummy. We can trust him. I don't know why. Now we have the knight, the wizard, and some archers. That's true. And we also have the trader. Don't forget about the trader. We will now add the volcano that Jackie has asked that we add. So here we go. We're going to add. How big should we make the volcano? It could be a little dangerous if we build a volcano this close to our kingdom and it's absolutely humongous. Maybe we should make like a mini volcano. That's about this. Oh, that's about this size, with lava pouring down from the sides. Now we have a volcano here as well. An interesting development has occurred. The volcano is a miniature volcano. Perhaps it could be used as some sort of defense. If anyone invades, they'll get rained on by arrows. Interesting. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I'm not a parasite. Please trust me. Slugcat says they are not a parasite. Welcome, Slugcat, by the way. Always nice to see you around here. If you're just tuning in, we are currently playing a strange version of Dungeons & Dragons in which the chat is allowed to build anything they want. They run this little castle here. These goblins to the southeast have asked for your aid in defending their homeland. But those of the chat have not really sent a delegation to interact with them or tell them what they're thinking. Currently, the goblins are kind of just being left out to dry in their hope for help. Free trash disposal and quality farming soil. So true, so true. Okay, so today we have set up a perimeter of arrows around our great castle, as well as a volcano for trash disposal and easy farming. Now, the people that have created this volcano, I think would also start creating a farm. From the sounds of it, they would be like a little farming area. So we're gonna add a little farm as well to our area surrounding the volcano. That way, we can have some fresh food in case things ever go bad and we run out of food. We will have this area for food. Huzzah! Huzzah for farming. Boop, boop. Now we have a little farmer and his little plot of land where he will grow, presumably, crops for the Empire. The crops can be corn. He is growing corn for the Empire to use. Huzzah! Thank you so much, little farmer, for growing us some crops. If no one finds me, I am Slugcat. I forgot about the goblins. How'd you forget about the goblins? They're like they're asking for help. Okay, we'll go to the next day. It is now day 4. Day 4 in our little kingdom. Hold on, sorry, I'm looking through my different layers so I can decide what exactly to do. Now, oops. On day 4, or on night 4, I guess. On night 4, you once again hear the hammering of the goblins outside. You aren't sure what they're up to, but you do know that they are definitely working on something outside of the area. Now, hold on, sorry. There we go. Switching back to the scene. As you wake up, once again, to another beautiful day in Castle Whitewall, you notice, when you look to the southeast where the goblins have set up their camp, that the camp has been deconstructed, and the goblins seem to be leaving to return home to where they were. We will say we're just thinking. Okay. We will say we're just thinking. Okay, we're just thinking. We're thinking about what we should do with the goblins. Okay. I like that idea. Now it is the next day, and the goblins seem to be preparing to leave back to their homeland, as they can't stay here forever, and they are worried about what will happen while they are gone. Now, does anyone have any ideas about what we should do with this day? Should we do something with the goblins before they return home? I want to consume the goblins. Slugcat wants to send forth a military party to attack and consume the goblins. Jackie says, no, we can't do this. This is immoral. unless Jackie says is meaning there is nothing we should do with the goblins and we should let them leave. Except the goblins, not kill them. Okay. So we have one group that wants to consume the goblins and another group that wants to help them. Any day can be the final day before something happens. That is true, Kitty Heart. No, I am myself. I will find them and eat them. Slugcat, no longer a member of the kingdom, sneaks out of the kingdom and has decided to attempt to approach the goblins and consume them. Now, Slugcat has been sent out from the group and seems to be attempting to chase down the goblins in an attempt to, quote-unquote, consume them. Now, we can only really assume this means eat them. So, Slugcat has sent forth an attacking party to go consume the goblins. Speed Baking rains arrows down on who? On the goblins? Or on Slugcat? Who are we raining our arrows down on? Potentially Slugcat, as Slugcat has just said, ouch. This could be Slugcat. Oh no. Speed Baking has launched his arrows down upon Slugcat in an attempt to stop them from interfering with the goblin party. Now, the arrows are raining down on the ground here. Slugcat, what are you going to do? Are you going to attempt to dodge the arrows? Are you going to attempt to run away? What's gonna happen here, Slugcat? There are lots of arrows raining down near you and upon you. This could be potentially very bad for you. What would you like to do while this is occurring? Slide Pounce, Rain World Movement. He is attempting to dodge the arrows. Now, while he attempts to dodge the arrows, we need to make our first dice roll. Oops. Almost doxed myself. We need to make the first dice roll. We need a dice. Oh, I'm way ahead of you, Speed Baking. Way ahead of you. I already got the dice all set up and ready. Here we go. Our first dice roll of this event of Castle Whitewall. Now, okay, Slugcat, we are going to roll a d20 for you. If you roll above a 10, you escape the arrows. If you roll below a 10, the arrows manage to pin you down, and you are unable to leave the area and attempt to chase after the goblins. Speed Baking is a planner, not a gambler. Interesting. Okay, here we go, Slugcat. Are you ready for this dice roll? Are you ready? I need some confirmation. Are we ready to see what happens with Slugcat and the goblins at which he is trying to chase down and attack? Yes, Slugcat is ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom. An 8! No, Slugcat does not manage to escape the arrows. Slugcat is pinned down by the arrows and is unable to move. He must take shelter. While he is taking shelter, one second, I'm gonna switch away from the scene for a second so I can copy this onto my clipboard so that I don't lose Slugcat later if he ever does manage to escape from this area that he is in. Now, we're gonna have Slugcat take cover in the grass here. He is attempting to hide from these many arrows that are raining down upon him. He wants to make sure that he is not hit by these arrows and therefore attacked or hurt. It's not friendly fire. He's trying to consume the goblins. So true. Rest in pieces, I guess. Well, I am destroyed for being fragile. No, not yet. Not yet, Slugcat. You have managed to take cover from the arrows in the grass. Now, you cannot escape yet as the arrows are still raining down, but perhaps eventually you will be able to escape this rain of many arrows while it descends from above. Speed Baking has managed to save the goblins from Slugcat before Slugcat could attack them. This could be the best case scenario for the kingdom, as it could be unwise to attack the goblins so unnecessarily and mercilessly. Hold on, fixing some of these arrows here while we discuss what occurs with the goblins and with Slugcat. Now that Slugcat has been stopped from attacking the goblins, Do we want to send forth a party to discuss terms with them? Or do we want to just let them leave and return peacefully to their home and assume that this issue is not ours and is instead the goblins, and we have no part in its battle and the course that it takes? What are our thoughts on what we should do next? Hi guest, how's it going, guest? We are currently playing a strange version of Dungeons and Dragons. If you would like to send, you reside in this castle. If you'd like to do anything at all, just put it in the chat and we can discuss how it plays out. Okay. Speedbacon wants to send a party to help them. Slugcat has beef with the goblins, but he is unable to move and therefore attack the goblins as he has been pinned down. Now, the party that we have to send to help them, what should we have in the party? Should we have a delegation of soldiers to help them fight off the invaders? Should we have a delegation of traders to send them supplies that may help them? What exactly are we thinking here? What should we do with these goblins here? Speedbacon wants to help them. What kind of help should we send? Also, if you want to send a text out of the game, please do in the text. Also, if you want to send a text out of the game, please do. Oh, I see. Okay, I get it. That makes sense. Make a reversed treadmill without the front bit, the wall. And once the goblins try to run over the treadmill too fast, so the goblins get tried and get crushed. Okay, guests, now we need to discuss. The goblins are not actually attacking. They're attempting to flee as their home is being attacked. Okay, Speedbang wants to send out a cat that has warhammers in its mouth, paws, tail, and neck, and also delegations. Okay, I will wait until the arrows end. Okay, Slugcat planning their revenge. So, Speedbacon has decided to send forth a battle cat in an effort to help. Okay, give them military help. Okay, the cat will be sent forth in an attempt to help the goblins overcome their enemies. He has a warhammer in his mouth, so he should be capable of assisting the goblins in defending their lands. So we will create the warhammer for the cat. The warhammer is in the cat's mouth. The cat has glowing white eyes. He is the strongest cat in our military, and is known for being capable of defeating opponents quadruple his size. Here is our little cat creature, fully prepared and ready for anything that this battle may bring. Boom, 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 boom. Here is our cat creature. Do we also want to send forth? Okay, just make the treadmill. Okay, we'll also make the treadmill. Also to find Slugcat. Okay. So, do we want two cats? One to send forth with the goblins, and one to attempt to find Slugcat in the arrows somewhere. This is my actual D&D character, and it defeated it. Okay. Well, it sounds like your D&D character is an absolute unit, and will be absolutely destructive when it comes to assisting the goblins. Which is what we need here. We need a destructive force that is able to help out these goblins and potentially go find Slugcat. Now, we are going to... I think we're going to need a secondary force to find Slugcat if that's what we want to do. He defeated Tiamat? That's crazy. Okay, also make the treadmill. First, we have to make the treadmill for guest. Can I turn subtitles on? I cannot turn subtitles on. Is the music too loud or something? Is that what the issue is? We can try and make it a little more clear. Somehow. Do I need to turn myself up? Is that the issue? If we need to turn myself up, I can do that as well. If that is part of the problem we're having with the sound quality. Yeah, there's not an absolute ton I can do about the sound or the subtitles, as I can't auto generate them or anything for you. I apologize. But we will make the treadmill. Let's make the treadmill. So you want the like front part to be up against the wall, if I'm understanding correctly, so that when people run over it, they get launched directly into the wall at max speed. As far as I know, this is what you were referring to. And now if someone runs into the treadmill, they essentially get absolutely demolished against the side of the castle. Is that the idea here? Something like this? This is my understanding of the treadmill idea. Okay. Battle Cats, UL49, Sacred Forest reference. Battle Cats is also just a fun game, if you've ever played that. It's a phone game. I used to play Battle Cats when I was a small boy. Okay, yes. So we do want a secondary cat. Okay, we're going to send out a secondary cat. It seems our predominant battle force is the cats that are roaming the streets of Whitewall. Now, this cat seems to be attempting to go out and find Slugcat, but the arrows are raining down so hard that he is not able to go find Slugcat for fear of taking damage from the arrows. So he will have to wait until the arrows stop raining down to attempt to go find Slugcat. And the issue with that is Slugcat could also escape once the arrows are finished raining down. Maybe a searcher cat. Okay, what should we do with the searcher cat? When the things try to attack the castle, they run into the treadmill, and the treadmill is fast enough and will make the things tired, and they will pass out, and they will get... Oh, okay, I understand. I have a spear, and I can use that. Slugcat may end up doing battle with the normal cat. I mean, the battle cat thing. I'm not sure if it's a normal cat, but it does battle. Give him a shield. Okay, we'll give this cat a shield. Let's go something like boom. Oh, that's not a shield. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. We now have a shield on this cat. He is prepared. Wait, that doesn't really look like a shield. Hold on. Hold on. We're creating a shield for this cat. The cat has a shield now. And once the rain of arrows stops, he will attempt to go forth and find Slugcat to protect him from the rain. Okay. We will next turn, he will be able to venture forth and attempt to find Slugcat. Okay, now night once again falls. So we will have to discuss what happens in the middle of the night here. Now, it's been a little while since you heard from the people in the woods. You are not sure what is going on when it comes to that kind of scenario that's going on. But you are forced to assume that things are still okay, as you've not heard anything about things not being okay. Now, it is once again the next day. Imagine if the searcher cat and the battle cat are siblings. Ooh, okay. Now the cats are siblings. It is the next day. Okay, the next day. First things first, Slugcat says they will dig. Okay, Slugcat digs into safety. Slugcat is disappearing down away from where they were, and has dug a hole to avoid the rain of arrows. We aren't sure where they have gone at all. They could be literally anywhere. Slugcat could be hiding literally anywhere. We don't know. We don't know where they are. Okay. Now. Next. Okay. Make a handprint button that only accepts the hands of the goblins to open the door. Okay. So now the goblins are being granted entry into the kingdom should they ever return. That's a good idea there. Good idea there. Now, if goblins should ever return to the area, a goblin can place their hand here and will be allowed into our amazing... Oh wait, we need to turn off this guy's magic as well. Into our amazing land of Castle Whitewall. Okay. Yeah, okay. Have the gravity magic user stop the rain and lift the ground up. Okay. We'll stop the rain. We need to lighten up the shadow to show there's a little less arrows than there were moments before. One moment, please. Let's go something like... Boom. Okay. Now we'll lift up the ground. Okay. What do we mean by lift up the ground? Do we mean like we'll lift up the area around the castle to like protect it, or do we mean we'll like lift up boulders in case someone attacks us? What's the idea with lifting up the ground here? Is there a certain end goal to lifting up the ground? Any idea there? Did I miss something? When the things try to attack... Okay, no, I haven't missed anything yet. Okay. I'm not sure how we should lift up the ground here. Should we lift the ground under the shadow to make it easier to find Slugcat? Oh, okay. Okay, so he wants to lift up the ground around Slugcat to see if he can find Slugcat underneath there. Let's see how this works out for him. Okay, we need to lift up the hole Slugcat created and check underneath the dirt. Now, after lifting up the dirt, it seems we can't find Slugcat underneath there. They have managed to escape into the hole. There seems to be no indication of where they could have gone here. They just seem to have managed to escape. We cannot seem to see exactly where they've gone. They could be literally anywhere. Okay. I'm at the forest. Okay, Slugcat has disappeared into the forest. Slugcat is hiding in the forest somewhere. Hold on. I've got an idea for how we can show that Slugcat's in the forest. Slugcat is hiding deep within the forest. We do not know where he went. He is on top of this tree here. But we don't know that. We don't know. Only Slugcat knows that. A trench and behind it a hill. Okay, next we want to build a trench and behind it a hill. Jackie, do we want the 2 steps ahead? Okay. A trench and behind it a hill. How do we want to build this trench, Jackie? Is it like a trench around the castle? Or is it like a trench just like generally? Okay, Speed Baking hates metagaming. He wants to be the king for story purposes. Okay, Speed Baking assumes he himself king. Check the castle interiors. Speed Baking, unfortunately, we know he's not in the castle now, as we do not know which way he went. But the castle does not have ground underneath it. It is like flooring in there, so we know he could not have disappeared into the castle. Okay, Castle Hill Trench. Okay, we want to build a trench around the castle. Is the idea from Jackie? Maybe the Searcher Cat can have some help, have something to help him find Slugcat, like a tracking device or something. Kitty Heart wants to give the Searcher Cat a tracking device to help them find Slugcat. Now, using said tracking device, we're gonna put it here. It's gonna be like a little gray tracking device. Okay. Now, using this tracking device that has just been set up, we can determine that Slugcat is in fact in the forest. Now, all of the lands know that Slugcat is in the forest. So what should we do with this information? Speed Baking, it's kind of a democracy kind of deal. So, like, everyone has infinite power, essentially. Like, everyone, there is no, like, there's not really a monarch or anything. It's just, like, everyone has, like, can do anything they want. They all have power over their resources. They all have power over the people. So they can, like, kind of do whatever. You ignored my ideas. Wait, what did I miss? Oh, make a wizard that can fly about. And with the wizard's wand, it can electrocute the things that try to attack the castle. Okay, so we need to make a trench and a wizard. That's our 2 things we need to create. Let's make a little wizard first, and then we'll move on to the what was I gonna say? Trench. Yes. Okay, so we need to make the wizard flying about. The wizard can be flying. He has dark robes. He's kind of like a Sith. He's flying about, and he has lightning, and he can electrocute things if he needs to. So this is our little wizard that flies about the castle. Welcome back, Rio. Welcome back. You haven't missed much. The goblins have left. Slugcat has become a enemy of the people and a criminal who has escaped into the forest. The tracker cat is attempting to track them down while a wizard flies about, electrocuting anything that might attack the castle. Now we need to make a trench. So there will be a trench around our castle in an effort to, I guess, deter any kinds of evil deeds that may happen outside of the castle and attempt to get in. So the trench will be this area here. Oh, what on earth? Hold on. The trench will be this area here. Now we need to ensure that the trench does not accidentally take out our merchant. So we'll have the merchant be kind of like just above it. The tracker cat we'll put inside the trench. Now we have our area here. we might actually need to remove this flower. This flower is not in the trench. Boop. Okay, we have a trench area here. I don't think that's the right color for a trench. Let's go like this color maybe for... Nope, that's not the right color. This color maybe? That's trench adjacent. This is our trench, guys. This is our trench. Okay. Now, night falls once more over Castle Whitewall. As night falls... One second, I'm updating the day again. As night falls, the return... I mean, not the return, sorry. From the woods comes an elderly man who claims to have seen our adventuring party. The elderly man... Oops, hold on. It's on the wrong layer. I gotta fix the layering. A little bit annoying. One moment. Now, the elderly man claims that he saw our adventuring party of the night and Turbo Chef. You feel like something bad will happen soon. So true, Kitty Heart. So true. The old man claims to have seen our adventuring party in the woods be attacked by a giant crocodile beast of the night. We aren't sure exactly what is up there, but he says that he saw this giant alligator creature attempt to eat the knight and their horse, and Turbo Chef was the only reason they managed to escape. But the knight is injured and cannot move back to the castle. So, we need to know what to do next. I'll find the elderly man. You know what's next. Slugcat, once again, threatening to destroy someone who has unknown ambitions or intentions. We don't know exactly the intentions of the old man, but he claims to have seen the knight become injured, and also that Turbo Chef was the only way that they could make it to safety. Now, we know that our adventuring party seems to be stuck in the woods and cannot make it back to us due to a giant alligator creature of the night. We have little information about this creature or what it could mean, but we do know we need to do something to save our adventuring party. What should we do, guys? We're also going to have this farmer collect some crops. Slugcat wants to throw his spear at the elderly man from this distance. Should we roll a dice to see if he manages to actually throw his spear from here to hit the elderly man? How descriptive is the tracker cat? This is the tracker cat. He's got a shield, a warhammer in his tail, a warhammer in his mouth, and he has the tracker. He is known for being the best tracker in all of the lands. He has unmatched tracker abilities that allow him to find literally anything that he could possibly want to find. He has been looking for Slugcat for a while. We're actually gonna put him up here in his search for Slugcat. As he's found Slugcat, he's just making his way over to the forest to attempt to get to him. So he's tracking Slugcat into the forest. Now, if I fail, I will dig yet again. Slugcat wants to make the throw at the elderly man from this range. It's okay. No, wait. He says, wait. Not yet. Okay. Okay, what do we want to do, Slugcat? What do we want to do? The cat will be my first threat. Okay, Slugcat wants to battle the tracker cat to see who is stronger. Now, this could be bad. She's coming for you, Slugcat. She is. She's after her. I mean him. So, they want to do battle. Slugcat, do you descend from the forest, from your forest perch, and meet the tracker cat for an epic fight? An epic showdown? Is that what's happening here? Puny cat! They're gonna fight! They're gonna have our first battle! Our first battle. Okay. The tracker cat is quite athletic. I agree. Snipe. Okay. No. Slugcat wants to move closer and attempt to snipe our tracker cat. Make the hammer cat have 4 spinning swords that rotate 210 degrees every second. Now, unfortunately, the cat is too far away from the armory to switch out his weapons right now. But it is chasing down Slugcat. Slugcat, are you ready to make the throw? Are you ready to throw your spear and attempt? So they are fast and can dodge almost everything, if not everything. Okay. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. If Slugcat's ready, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll 2 dice. 2 dice. Here's what happens. If Slugcat rolls higher than... Yes, if Slugcat rolls higher than the Tracker Cat, they manage to hit Tracker Cat with the spear. If Slugcat does not manage to roll higher than Tracker Cat will manage to either dodge the spear or block the spear or something like that. So let's see what happens here. The first roll will be Slugcat's throw. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, roll. No! No! Slugcat with the perfect throw! That's insane! That's insane! Okay, okay. Slugcat. Here they go. They take their spear and they throw it with a beautiful trajectory directly towards the Tracker Cat. It looks dead on. It looks perfectly on target. This could be bad. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. Yeah, that's insane. I can't believe we got a nat 20 on our second roll. Okay, here we go. Now, the Tracker Cat. It looks up to the trees. In the trees, it sees Slugcat standing there, spear in hand. Slugcat throws the spear down. Tracker Cat watches as it rotates through the air, coming right towards it, looking dead on into the Tracker Cat's eyes. The Tracker Cat, here's what it does. The Tracker Cat rolls a 2! It fails horrifically! The Tracker Cat looks up and sees the incoming spear. It knows it can't dodge, it can't get out of the way. At the last second, it pulls up the shield to try to block. The spear goes, hits the shield, launching the Tracker Cat backwards into the rain of arrows. Now, the Tracker Cat has been injured. It loses its shield as it has been destroyed by the force of nature that is Slugcat. Slugcat managed to absolutely decimate the shield here. It also, because it got hit so hard, it lost its Warhammer. Instead of erasing it, let's drop it on the ground. It lost its Warhammer and was launched into the iron rain of arrows. The iron rain of arrows are raining down on Tracker Cat. It is unable to move. It is unable to escape. It is stuck here. It doesn't know what to do, as the Tracker Cat has been hit directly with the spear, losing its shield as the shield breaks into hundreds of tiny pieces from the sheer force of Slugcat's absolute unit of a spear. Now, because of this, it also has hurt its poor leg. The poor leg of the cat has been hurt. It cannot hold anything in that hand now. It is stuck in the iron rain, using its hammer to block the arrows. Now, the iron rain will continue for one more turn before it ends, and they will have to reset the iron rain. Okay. Hold on. That's a nat 20. The cat is cooked, so it'll be a scratch. Ha ha ha. Roll for damage. Don't worry, it's way too much health. Don't mess with me. For it to be killed. No! It's not dead! Oh my goodness. Not nice. Let me be. I break free, then tell the wizard to zap Slugcat. Oh no! Guest! Seeing this plight of this poor, innocent Tracker Cat who is just trying to do its job, zooms forth into the forest, attempting to stop Slugcat from hurting its friends. The wizard, pushing forward, give the elder man a giant dog knight in an armor with a spear-shaped dog as a bodyguard. Hold on. Oh, Slugcat zaps themselves. Okay, interesting. Oh, the rain is paused. That's right, I forgot about that. Okay, never mind. The rain is not falling on Slugcat. I mean, Tracker Cat. Tracker Cat's fine. The tracker cat is fine. It can still move. My mistake. I forgot about that. Okay. So what do we want to... What's happening here? The rain is paused. Okay, it's slug cat, not tracker cat. Yeah, my mistake. Okay. So we want to break free to zap slug cat. Okay. I'm the one who starts wars without reasons. Okay, there seems to be a battle happening in the forest between Slugcat, who is escaping. He just wants to be left alone. Slugcat is escaping into the forest while the wizard chases him with chain lightning. The lightning is coming off of the wizard. The wizard is attempting to follow Slugcat into the forest. Now, all this has occurred, but we still... Stop being unfair. It has more health than pain source. I am the only one who starts with that reason. They have that much HP. That is way too much HP. To be clear, the tracker cat is fine. It just got knocked backwards really hard, and is now okay. It's just kind of chilling here. So no need to worry about tracker cat. Slug cat is escaping into the forest while being chased by the lightning wizard. We still have not really done anything about our old man here, who wanted to warn us about our adventurers who are currently hurt in the forest. Okay. So, what should we do next concerning the man in the forest? Or should we just ignore it? We can ignore it if we want to. I mean, either's fine. It's up to you guys. You guys are in charge here. What do we want to do? Pretty much anything's fine with me. Okay. I have a medkit for Tracker Cat and heal it to walk again. And now it can have the 4 spitting swords. Okay. Guest wants to send out a medkit. Listen, but don't let him in. Okay. Chicky Puff says we listen to the old man, but do not let him cross our boundary or get in the castle. The bodyguard. Okay, what was the bodyguard? Let me see the bodyguard. I forget. Give the elder man a giant dog knight in an armor with spear-shaped dog as a bodyguard. Okay. We can do that. We can definitely do that for sure. We'll add the dog. But we're not letting the old man in. Thank you for reminding me, by the way, Jackie. Sorry, there's a lot of messages going on. If I miss one of your messages, please don't just, like, be quiet. I do want to see the messages. Obviously don't spam, but, like, if I forget about something and I say I'm like, gonna do it, make sure you, like, remind me, because I have, there's quite a bit going on here, so I've gotta keep up with quite a bit. So, yeah. I'm not ignoring anyone on purpose, just so everyone knows. Our dog looks like a rat. Hold on, we gotta fix this. How do dogs look? Not like this. Oops. This is a very strange looking dog. It looks like a rat. Hold on. How do we remove this? Move the tail. This is not a dog at all. Hold on, we gotta restart. Let's go with a white dog instead, actually. Give it a little circle for a face. That's too big. There we go. Well, actually, you said it was a giant dog creature, so maybe it's not too big. So they're like boom, 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 boom. A little dog nose. Boop, boop. Let's make his face a little less circular. Something like this. Let's add in little white ears. There's a little white ears moment. Okay, hold on one sec. Well, I do have 1 HP, so I explode. Slughead okay. Interesting. But, bro, I don't have number 3 anymore. Play Forsaken in a stream. What's Forsaken? The Warcat is a glass cannon while the Tracker Cat doesn't hit hard, but is very fast with a lot of HP. Okay. Those things make sense to me. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what Forsaken is, though. To be so real. Okay, here is our little dog creature. The dog bodyguard is over here being constructed. Boom. That's dog shaped, right? Can we just say that's a dog? It's like close. It's close to a dog, I feel like. This is our little dog here. We need to give him some armor because he's a knight though. He's a knight dog. Let's go with some dark armor. This is our dog in armor. Here. Stream still here? Is anyone else lagging? Yes, I think the lag is kind of happening for everyone. Can you guys hear me? What's going on? This is crazy. Are we back? What happened? Is anyone else lagging? Yes. Please type 1 in the chat if you can currently hear me. Okay, we hear you. Okay, we back. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm not sure what happened there. That was really bizarre. Anyways. Okay. Thank you guys, thank you. Perfect. Okay. Okay, lots of ones. That's what I need. Okay, cool. Okay, so Slugcat has disappeared. And they said they exploded. So I guess we'll just do a little mark in the trees where Slugcat blew up, I guess. I don't know. Now Slugcat has gone away. So we sent out this guard dog, right? Did it have a spear? Is that what we said? The dog has a spear? Hold on, gotta find him. Elderman, a giant dog knight in an armor with a spear-shaped dog as a bodyguard. Okay, spear-shaped dog as bodyguard. I'm not entirely sure what we mean by spear-shaped dog. Check our explanation on Forsaken. Hold on. Forsaken is a Roblox game that relies on its own lore and Roblox history. That's kind of neat. They say it's like Dead by Daylight, apparently, but more fair. Except if you're new. Interesting. Husky. Okay, sure. This is kind of husky shaped, I guess. I don't know. Should we give him a spear? Ooh, Slickcat disappeared for now. They may return later. We do not know. We do not know. Okay, here we go. We're gonna add in this spear. So now, the old man and the dog, do they go off into the woods? Do we actually send them out into the woods to go see if they can find our adventuring party? Because we know we didn't let them in. We said they cannot come in due to us not trusting them. They could be evil. We never know. What do we think, guys? Should we send them into the forest to find our homies? You can respond, you're not a Robloxian. You can't, oh, look at this. Send rations and send them. Okay. We'll also send a little bit of rations with them. We'll give them rations, and it will increase the size of this dude's little knapsack. Okay, there we go. So we send them forth, back out into the forest. Alright. Night falls once more over Castle Whitewall. So I'm going to update the spreadsheet that I have for this. Now, on the next day, far to the south from Castle Whitewall, you notice that something is different about today. Sorry, I'm updating the sheet. Okay. You notice that there seems to be some ships in the water to the south. If you make a Roblox account, then make sure to turn joins off. Then turn them on if you want others to join you. Interesting. I play by Rain World rules. I am back in Outskirts and will not come back for an extended period of time. Okay, Slugcat. So you're kind of just like exiled for a little bit. Like you're not actually hurt. That's good. Okay, so we've noticed some ships in the south of the lake. They have black colored sails. Now we know this is the color of the our rival kingdom in the south. The Dark Castle. Now make a balloon popping device that will pop balloons and scare evil guys away. Okay. Now we need to make a balloon... Oh, wait, these guys are gone. Sorry. I forgot that these guys disappeared into the forest. Okay. So now we need to make a balloon popping device to pop balloons and potentially scare away any evil doers that may be around. Okay. So we have the balloon tethered here, and then from this little balloon tether, we have a stick that comes up with a poker on it, and if you press the button, the big red button right here, this one, it will pop the balloon and scare away some people. Okay. Add rocketeers on top of the archers. Okay. Observe, send speed baking as a delegate. Okay, speed baking. The people have asked to send you as a delegate to the dark ships. Do you accept this? Or do you refuse to go and instead stay in the castle? It is up to you. What do you think? No, we need to add rocketeers here in the meantime while he decides whether he should go or not. And we're going to change the color of their uniforms. What color should they be? A dark green will do. Let's go ahead and change their little head shapes as well. To be... What kind of hat should they wear? Maybe a blue hat? The Rocketeers are wearing some kind of helmet-looking thing. Now we need to get rid of their bows and instead replace them with giant rocket launchers! Here we go. Here's one launcher of some kind. Here's another launcher of some kind. Okay. Now we have... Oh, hold on. Now we have our rocket launchers. Okay. Now our Rocketeers are ready for combat as well. Okay, let's see. A plushie with knockback 50 just in case. Spiky hat. Okay, we'll do a spiky hat as well. Let's add some spikes to this hat. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay, now they have spiky hats on. To scare away potential invaders. They look like crowns. But don't worry, no crowns. It is instead simply a spiky hat. Okay. So let's say, I will not help anymore and is just coming back to the watchful eye in the sky. Okay. Kitty Heart's just spected again. I bring a pleasure with knockback 50 just in case, but I'll go. Speed Baking has decided to answer the call and see what is happening down here with the ships. Okay. So, Turbo Chef already left. So we need a different character to represent Speed Baking. Unless Speed Baking is just a different chef. Because that could work as well. Speed Baking, you're just a different chef than Turbo Chef. And that's what's occurring here. I'm a different chef. Okay, cool. That makes sense to me. So we have a different chef going to meet with these ships down here that are bearing the flag of the nation which we do not speak of, the evil Dark Castle. Now, we are creating the body here, the body of our little chef guy for speed baking. Is there anything else we want to do before the day ends and time progresses forward? Sorry. Placing some blocks. Doing a little ditty as I place the blocks. Oops, did not mean to press that. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I was restarting the music there. And click, click. Perfect. Okay. Our valiant Speed Baking is going forth to meet with who we think is our enemy. Okay. Slugcat has sided with the evil kingdom, but I'm still stuck in farm arrays. Okay, okay. Slugcat has decided to switch their kingdom, but has not yet returned to the battlefield. But yeah, also if I chat now, I will be not doing it in reality of the game. Okay, just got it. We need more soldiers. So make 2 little snake dudes. Okay, we'll make 2 little snake dudes. And when we say snake dudes, do we mean like snakes like on the ground? Or do we mean like humanoid snake creatures of some kind? What are we thinking? Like, should the snakes look like something like sorry, one sec, I gotta lock in here for a minute. Should the snakes actually look like snakes? Like have their little tongues sticking out? Like so? Or should it be more like a human snake hybrid kind of deal? Like, is this what we're thinking of snake dudes? Guest, we only actually have 1 mod right now. There are no open mod positions. I do appreciate your desire to help out the community though. On the ground, but maybe with weapons in their mouths. Okay, got it. Okay. Let's go with... Should we do a sword? I feel like we haven't seen anyone with a sword yet. Let's do a sword. Boom. Okay. The tongue can no longer be out on this little guy, as the sword is taking up all of the room in his mouth. So, boom, boom. Okay. Or should it be like, maybe we should do brown. Yeah, like a brown sword. There we go. Okay. So we also have 2 snakes to defend the kingdom as well now. That's good. That's good. Okay. Maybe the other snake should be like a different color. Maybe like the other snake should be like a purple kind of deal. Let's do a purple snake as well. Boom, boom. Perfect. Okay, now we have 2 snakes to help defend. Now also, Tracker Cat, after his severe injury, has managed to make it back to castle grounds and is okay. Has not been harmed other than the fact that he hurt his leg. But after receiving some medical aid in the castle, he should be okay and will make a full recovery. Perfect. Okay. That snake looks cool. Thank you, Kitty Heart. Put Spiky Hat Rocketeer on the Rocketeers and put the Spiky Hat on Rocketeers on the Spiky Rocketeers. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that means, Jackie. I think it means stack more Rocketeers on top of the Rocketeers, but I am not sure at this point. We can do that the next day as another night passes currently. Updating the day counter. One moment. Now we are on day 7 here, and as we are on day 7, we are awaiting a reply as Speed Baking meets with the people of the Dark Castle Kingdom. Okay. So sorry, I'm doing a quick little. Hold on, I'll show it. Hold on. Boom. Okay. So now, people of the Dark Castle Kingdom have come, and they are discussing with Speed Baking, and they claim that they are actually not the evil ones. They are being mind controlled by an evil wizard who is an old man who wears nothing but red and has a big white beard. They claim that this man came to them and said their adventurers were injured, but they were not actually injured. He was lying. And while he was lying about this, he managed to mind control the adventurers and any help that they sent for their adventurers. And now they're unable to defend themselves, as half of their entire military has been mind controlled and therefore is unable to stop this evil wizard from running rampant with all the troops. Okay, now we have a few things. Put Spiky Hat Rocketeer on the Rocketeers. Okay, we'll add Rocketeers on top of the Rocketeers. Also, make the Tracker Cat have the 4 spinning swords. Okay, yeah, we'll do that for sure. And make a wheelchair for Tracking Cat if he can't walk. He can walk! He just injured one of his hands. So we'll have to put the spinning swords around. If I return, I'll be cooked since the kingdom has plot armor. So true. Spiky Hat Rocketeers on Rocketeers. Okay, we'll definitely do that thing. The thing that happened to block... I do not know what that says. I'm gonna be honest. If it goes sideways, I hit him with the plushie. Okay, makes sense. Well, I'm a wizard and red now. Okay. Okay, I'm all caught up. So we gotta put Spiky Hat Rocketeers on top of the Rocketeers. Essentially, making it so there are even more Rocketeers. Now, unfortunately, because the hats are so spiky, the Rocketeers up here, their feet are being poked a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. They're a little uncomfy up there. They're like, guys, I'm gonna be honest, my feet are hurting me. So we gotta be careful about stacking too many Rocketeers, because if all their feet hurt, they might fall off, and that is not what we want. Next, okay, we want to exchange the Warhammer for 4 spinning swords, or do we want to keep the Warhammer and add the 4 spinning swords to make the most overpowered cat of all time? We can do either. We can do either. We gotta actually, unfortunately, we may have to remove the hammer so we can fit the 4 swords around it. I'm sorry if you liked the hammer. I apologize. We can add it back in later if we want. To remove these because I put them on the wrong layer. Not that one though. I don't know what layer this was on. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to add the 4 spinning swords. Now I can't really draw swords spinning without animating, and we can't really animate right now because we're still adding to the scene. So I'm going to just draw them like floating in the air, if that's okay with you guys. Just kind of like swords that are floating, and we can imagine them they're spinning. That's kind of the deal we're going with here. Here they are. He has his floating swords. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Keep the Warhammer. Okay, we'll try to keep the Warhammer. We gotta figure out where to put it though. Hold on. So let's move this here. Let's where do we put the Warhammer? Let's move this here maybe? I don't know. Can we fit the Warhammer back in there? I don't know. We'll try. We'll try to fit the Warhammer back in. Here we go. Maybe like boop 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 boop. Okay, it's a little smaller than it was, but it's still there. Huzzah! Okay, okay. I'm definitely not mind controlling a kingdom. Okay, Slugcat. I also said put the hats on the old Rocketeers on the new Rocketeers. There is still 2 hats, and only the top Rocketeers have hats. Sorry, let me. Sorry, let me. Hold on. Let me read that again. I also said put the hats on the old Rocketeers. On the new Rocketeers, there is still 2 hats, and only the top Rocketeers have hats. There are still 2 hats. What do we mean? Which hats? The old man was the wizard. Interesting theory, Jackie. I don't know. You never know. The old man could be the wizard. We can't figure it out at this point in time. We don't know. Did you just say earlier you're the wizard that mind controlled them? Slugcat? Okay, guys. 2 things. Jackie, what do you mean with the hats thing? Do we want to add hats onto their hats? These spiky crowns here are their hats. These are like their spiked hats. Also, what should we do about the kingdom that's here? The kingdom that has asked for our aid. We can make the hats more hat-like as well. Okay, the old man was the wizard. You do. You do what? I'm not entirely sure. Alright, is there anything else we want to do on this like day/turn thing? Or is there what are we thinking? He's saying to remove the bottom spiky hats. Okay, got it. We can remove the bottom spiky hats. That's a good idea. Slugcat is claiming to be the evil wizard. Oops. Here we go. We will remove the bottom spiky hats. That might allow us to fix the issue we're having here with the spiky hat things. That way no one falls. Good idea, good idea. Okay, so we'll move these guys down to stand on top of their heads. There we go. Okay, now we have our people, all our dudes. Slugcat is the wizard. Okay. All right. Now, what should we do with the enemy kingdom? Should we allow them to come back to our base for shelter, or should we force them to leave. They are warning us about this wizard that is controlling their army, but we don't even really have to believe them if we don't want to. It is purely up to you guys. What do we think? What do we do with this kind of embargo of people? Any ideas? Any ideas at all? In the meantime, I'll go back to drawing flowers. It's been a while since I drew a flower, so we're gonna do that as well. Just a flower here, and a flower here, and a flower here. Okay, let's see. I do not know. Guest isn't sure what to do. Guys, can we help him out? What do we think we should do? I believe. Okay, we believe them. I know that you could do either the day counter. I know what you could do either the day counter. Can we make them tents for them outside the trench? Okay, Chicky Puff has decided. We will shelter them, but not inside our castle. We will allow them to build tents outside of our trench. We will allow them to pretty much set up shop right outside of this little area here. Make an hour counter, a week counter, a month counter, and finally a year counter. Now, guest, that does seem like a good idea. Unfortunately, I don't know how I would be able to keep up with that. Now, wait, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, add the tents. Oh, I just realized I just showed you guys behind the scenes. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. But that's okay. We will recover. I just actually showed you guys how the bread is made. Okay, we will set up a big tent for the people to live in here. Here we go. Hold on, gotta figure out the right color. We'll make it. Ooh, maybe we'll make it gray for them because they're like the Gray Kingdom, so they'll be used to gray. Boom. Okay, the gray people live in this tent here. Going to step away from the from our area here for a second, as once again night falls over the kingdom. As night falls, as night falls, you hear the enemy kingdom's tent, and one of them comes out and they say to you guys, they say, in 2 days, the evil wizard is going to march with his army, with all the people that have been mind controlled. And he is going to try to attack the castle and defeat us and take all of our cool things away. We need to make sure we can defend our castle in time. That is what the people say. Okay. Now, let me update the day counter. I gotta... Hold on. Day counter updated. So, they say on day 10. On day 10 is when the evil wizard will come with his army to attack. Okay, launch hundreds of arrows and rockets in the air for preparation. Okay. Speed Baking has decided, in an effort to protect the interests of Castle Whitewall, he is going to expand the force of arrows and rockets above our home even further. He has decided we need to take action against this threat that is imminent and expand our force even wider, to an even wider range, so that we can attack an even bigger group here. Now, okay, hold on. We should make a bunch of tinfoil hats as an anti-mind control measure. Excellent idea from Redhead 7. We need to ensure that our minds cannot also be controlled. So we will add tinfoil hats to all of our soldiers here, to ensure that they are not mind controlled and therefore taken over by the evil wizard and his magic. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. We are adding the tinfoil hats now in an effort to ensure that we are not taken over. Oops, that doesn't look like a tinfoil hat at all. Just adding a few tinfoil hats here. Yes, Aaron, I have fixed the vertical stream. It took a very long time. It was kind of ridiculous, but it is fixed. Okay. I broke my kingdom. They all gone other than those 3. I now live in peace and solitude. That's good. That's good to hear some personal growth from you there, Slugcat. You've managed to avoid destroying yourself or the kingdom which you come from. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, no, hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. Wait, nope, this guy doesn't have a tin hat. Should we put his tin hat on top of his wizard hat? There we go. He's double hatted up. He's got 2 hats on. Okay, did I miss anyone? Oh, speed baking. There we go. Okay. Now, we need to make the giant hat for this, for our castle, of course. What do we do with our wizard, though? If we are going to, put a giant hat over top of the castle, what do we do with our gravity wizard? I add a lazy sentry that can mess with the back scenes. A lazy sentry that can mess with the back scenes. I am not entirely for sure what a lazy sentry is. Do you mean like a guard that is lazy? Like he's meant to be watching over the castle, but he's too lazy to? Or is there like a thing called a lazy sentry? Okay, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add the giant tinfoil hat, which means we need to move our gravity wizard over to here. Our gravity wizard has been moved, so we can add the tinfoil hat. Here we go. Okay. We add the tinfoil hat like so. Boom. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. Our big ol' tinfoil hat. It doesn't look particularly great, but I mean, tinfoil hats kind of look strange anyways, so I'm not too worried about how it looks. Something like tinfoil hat, I feel like are always crumpled like this. They're always like crumpled up. Like they're never like pristine condition. There's our tinfoil hat for the kingdom. We need to make sure that the shadow isn't covering it though. That's not really how shadows work. Okay. Huzzah! Now we have a tinfoil hat for our kingdom. To ensure that our castle is not mind controlled. Gravity wizard should stand on the front wall instead of the tower. Okay. Put a tinfoil hat over the volcano farmer and the crops. Oh, you're right, I missed. Okay. I didn't realize this guy was standing there. I forgot. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. This way, he can't mind control our corn. That would be really bad. Okay. So, now we have a bit of mind control protection going on. Do we protect our enemy forces? What do we think about that? Should we allow our enemy forces to also have the tinfoil hats for protection? Slugcat has come back, but is now red. Okay, yes, we want to protect our enemies also from mind control. That makes sense. Guest says they have 4 minutes until they have to leave. Thank you for checking out the stream, Guest. It's very cool to hear from you. Always cool to see you around. Okay. We have tinfoil hats on the knights. What else do we need to do? Put a tinfoil hat over crops and back. But red. Okay, Slugcat is back, but is now red. One moment, I gotta pull out Slugcat's sprite. Slugcat has returned. Are you here? Now. Slugcat, you have some explaining to do. You attacked Tracker Cat. You damaged them severely. What do you have to say for yourself as you return to the kingdom? A lazy sentry that can mess with the backstage. Okay, Jackie, what exactly is a lazy sentry? Like, can you explain what it looks like? No, the enemy forces should not get a hat. Aaron says we should take away the enemy forces' hats, who we are giving protection right now, to ensure that they do not have protection against the mind control. Make poison that looks like chocolate and it will instantly destroy the people who eat it and has 15 uses. That was my twin brother. Oh! Speedbank says they disagree. We should give them hats. We'll give them hats for now. If later they turn against us, we'll try to take them back away. I am Cayuga. Okay. Slugcat has returned, but it's actually Kaguya. Sorry, I messed up your name the first time. I'm picturing a sentry on a lazy Susan, so they just spin around. Okay, we can do a sentry on a lazy Susan. I don't exactly remember what a lazy Susan is. Hold on, I'm gonna look up lazy Susan momentarily. One sec, I'll be right back. Lazy Susan. Images. Okay, a lazy Susan looks like just a big old wooden plate that spins. Yeah, we could do that. Oh wait, like essentially this bare minimum but can mess with backstage. Okay, I got it. So we have like a really lazy sentry. Got it. Okay, first things first, we gotta make the chocolate poison. Chocolate poison first. So we plan to bait people into eating this chocolate so that they will be destroyed. That is our current mission. Or our current understanding of how this chocolate works. So the chocolate is sitting here, ready to be eaten by enemy forces. Now we also need a sentry that does the bare minimum. We are going to put them on a lazy Susan because I think that's funny. They're gonna have to be outside the trench, as there is not much room left inside the trench. So we're gonna have our little sentry. We need to defeat Kaguya, the evil wizard. Is Kaguya the evil wizard? Kaguya, are you the evil wizard? I did not realize you were the evil wizard if you are. We'll keep drawing the sentry here in the meantime before we hear about if Kaguya is the evil wizard. Now we're gonna make it a sentry turret. It's not actually like a sentry guard. So that's what's going on here. It's just kind of sitting here. It's lazy, so it doesn't actually do all that much, but it's there. It's chilling. Just kind of hanging around. Yeah, there's our lazy sentry on the lazy Susan. Huzzah! It can spin if it wants to, but it doesn't because it's really lazy. Boop boop. There's its wait. That should be its battery pack. Let's do its battery pack. That did not work at all. Let's do its battery pack. Boop. Boop boop. Okay. It's at half charge. There we go. Okay. That was my twin brother, Ayagak. Okay, so the evil wizard is your twin brother? This is an interesting development. I'm not entirely sure how to respond to this. Slugcat, do you want a tinfoil hat to protect you from mind control? Are you willing to help us defeat the evil wizard and bring peace to the land? Make the chocolate have a wrapper so it doesn't melt and make it more realistic. Yes, Pirate Slugcat are nice. Okay. Slugcat has decided to join us. And has a big tinfoil hat to protect him. Make it more realistic. I don't know how much more realistic we can go with chocolate in an 8-bit setting. But we will give it a wrapper, like you mentioned. Let's do a wrapper like so. Bang bang. So that's the like, this is the gray part of the wrapper. You know what I'm talking about? Like when you eat chocolate, the like wrapper kind of like folds down. That's what we're doing here. Okay, here is our chocolate bar. I'm not really sure how much more realistic we can go with it, but this is what we're doing. So they get baited even more. Oh, so we need to make it look even better. We need to make it look even like tastier. That's the goal here. Maybe we should make it glow a little bit. We do a little bit of glowing action. Something like, hold on, 60%. Lighten maybe? I don't know. Let's try this. Boom. Boom. That looks radioactive. Not exactly what we were going for. Gotta erase the area around the chocolate. Or the actual chocolate bar. So we can see what we're working with. Boom. The chocolate bar glows. That's how good it looks. It looks so appetizing and tasty. It is literally glowing. I'm gonna be honest. I'd fall for it. I'd eat the chocolate bar and get absolutely decimated. If Slugcat betrays everyone, oh no. No worries, we can delete his sprites. I don't know. Slugcat's pretty tough. He's a pretty tough guy. Pretty strong. We gotta add our tinfoil hat to our sentry robot as well. Okay, here we go. This is the end of this day. Moving on to the next day. We only have today and tomorrow before the evil wizard's army appears. Actually, just today, because it's the 9th. No, it was just today. Tomorrow, the evil wizard's army approaches. Okay, I will head into my bowl in the ocean. I will eat with my fellow Slugcat pirates. Can mess with backstage. What do we mean can mess with backstage? As in it can, like, hold on. Is the... Do you mean the sentry turret is in my backstage back here? He's like where I keep all my sprites. This is where the sentry is as well? He's in both places? The sentry turret is now messing with my backstage. He is I don't know what he's doing back here, but he's messing with it. Maybe he's shooting lasers. Pew, 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 pew. He's messing with my backstage. There he is. Okay, there we go. We finally figured it out. The lazy turret is messing with my backstage. Very annoying. Very destructive. He's terrifying. Okay. Speed baking duplicates tons of turbo chefs. Okay. Speed baking manages to duplicate into multiple different chefs. So wait. Okay, yeah. We duplicate our chefs. We have a whole bunch of chefs now. Boom. We got 4 chefs instead of just the 1. Goodbye. Okay. Slugcat dives into the ocean. He's going to eat in his bowl. Whee! Slugcat is in his bowl in the ocean. He is half underwater. There he is. This just represents that he's in his bowl. Hold on. Boop. Boop. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. There he is. This represents his bowl. He's eating in there. Okay. Now, I will eat in bowl. The chocolate bar has 15 uses, so once the uses run out, the chocolate gets deleted, but the wrapper stays. Okay, got it. So like that, if you betray everyone, we will have to press the delete button on you. Kitty Heart. Oh, Bunny Bro Rules. Hello. Hello, Bunny Bro Rules. How are you doing? In the other chat. Currently we are playing a very bizarre version of... I don't know. You guys can pretty much just control the castle. That's what's happening. And in one more turn, a evil wizard is going to come with his army to attempt to defeat us. That is the briefing. If you'd like to add anything, just throw it in the chat and we will add it. Yeah, Slugcat is eating IRL. He's not betraying us. He's eating. He's eating. Let's give him some food. Nom 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 nom. That's what he's eating. I don't know what it is, but he's eating it. That's how I leave things. Bowl, leave. Okay, cool. All right. Now, guys, we only have 1 day left of preparation. What are we going to do with our day of prep? There's not much time left. We don't know how big the army is. We don't know what the wizard is packing. Could be anything. What's the deal? Is there anything else we want to add last second before it comes down to the wire? What do we think? We've got quite a bit going on here. But is it going to be enough? Portal gun. Okay. Jackie wants to add a portal gun. Let's do it. Portal gun. Perfect. Sounds good. We will add the portal gun over here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay. Here's our portal gun. Boom. Here it is. She's ready to blast. What does it have? It's got like orange and blue, right? Is that the colors? Orange. Blue. Okay. We have our portal gun now. Okay, ask the enemies about how the mind control works and about the army. Okay. We talk to the enemies. They say they aren't sure exactly how the mind control works, but they know it is permanent. once someone is mind controlled, they cannot be unmind controlled as far as they know. They don't know if there's a cure at all. They say that anything the wizard manages to touch, any person the wizard touches, becomes evil like him. They get mind controlled and become evil, and he can control them. That's what they say. They say his army could be any size, as he has been around the world collecting different, or around the area collecting different people to add to his army. And he is going to come in full force to attack our White Wall Castle tomorrow. Because they know, because he just destroyed their castle, and they're the only people that remain. Okay, auto rifle, 53 kilogram, that shoots every millisecond. Okay, clicks button. What button are we clicking? Is that... Guys, why are we trying to delete Slugcat? He's fine. He's just chilling in his bowl. He's not even bothering us. He's okay. We need to add a ginormous weapon of some kind, though. A 53 kilogram shooting... I don't know exactly what it is. We'll add it. Here it is. This is the blaster. Boom. 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 This thing is the... This is the weapon of mass destruction that apparently shoots every millisecond. Seems pretty effective, as, you know, it blasts quite so frequently. Here we are. This is it. This is the blammer. Hold on, there we go. Boom. She's ready. Okay. All right, and with that, are we ready? Are we ready for the assault? Are we ready for the battle? I eat the world. Okay, you obviously you can't do that. That's kind of impossible for the Slugcat. Okay. Okay. Last chance. Last chance to add anything before the assault occurs. Anything we want to do here. Anything at all. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds, and then we're trying to get as much violence as possible so the wizard doesn't even stand a chance. That's exactly true. Speaking of which, maybe we should move the wizard from... Maybe we should move the wizard from the forest back here. And we could add a tinfoil hat for them as well. That way they don't get mind controlled. Do a little mind control stopping hat. Perfect. Collect the crops. Okay. We'll collect the crops. We will hew down all of these crops. And arrange them back in our base. Speaking of which, maybe should we put the wizard inside our base as well? Let's put the corn up here. Or not the wizard, the farmer. Should we put the farmer inside our base as well? I feel like he might not do so hot out there all by himself. You know, I'm not one to judge. He might be okay. Who knows? We have corn inside our base now. Okay. Okay, perfect. We'll move the farmer back in the base as well. Come along, farmer. It's not safe out here. Whoop! He is over here. Behind the two behind the two snake guards. Okay, we want to use some gravity magic to lift part of the lake. Now, because our gravity wizard is already lifting so much, he can't lift an absolute ton of the lake, but he's going to lift an orb of water up into the air for use later. Let's go ahead and put the orb of water up here. Remember, we should put it down towards the bottom where he got it from, so it's easier to carry. Let's do that. He doesn't have to carry it as far. Here it is, our orb of water. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to make this super water-like. We're just gonna go like whoop. and the bottom side as well, and then hit the whole thing, and now we have a little water thing. Something like this, with a little bit of area here, and a little bit of area here. Just some nice water looking stuff here. There we go. This is our orb of water that was been added. Add a slug cat with an ugly color palette somewhere in the world. Okay, we'll add a little slug cat as well. Ugly color palette. Let's make it like just a really strange color then. We're gonna add it back up in the forest area where you started out at, and we're gonna make it ugly color palette. What about this color? Boom. With green and brown. I mean, that's not good looking. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I think this is it right here. Okay, what else? Add Aperture Labs. Okay, Aperture Labs. That's the portal gun facility, correct? We'll add a little lab for them to have. We're gonna put it up here because we've run out of space around the castle, and if they're in the shadow, they might get absolutely blown up. So, here is Aperture Science. They do what they want because they can. I think that's how it goes. I don't remember. This is Aperture Science Laboratory. I feel like they probably wouldn't have windows, so I feel like the building is just kind of a black or a gray spot. Yes, may need it. So true. What else do we even add to it? I feel like it doesn't have windows because like it's a secret lab thing. It's kind of a secret lab deal. All right. Well, guys, this is it. I think we're out of time. I think I hear the wizard approaching. Oh, put a tinfoil hat on it. Of course, I forgot. Good idea. Good call. Good call. Boom, 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 boom. Can one of the snakes take the portal gun? Okay, sure. We'll have one of the snakes using the portal gun instead of their sword. Let's do that. Oop, that's too bright. Boom. Oh, that's still not the right color. There it is. Okay. One of the snakes is actively using the portal gun. And we'll use it to battle, I assume. Hold on, gotta find the right color here. There we go. That's still not the right color. There we go. Perfect. Okay. This snake has the portal gun. It doesn't really look like it. I'm not sure how to make it more portal here. It still looks weird. Let's go like this. This is the portal gun. It may not look like it, but it is. There's got to be a better way. There we go. That's not so bad. We'll do this. This is the portal gun right here. It's got orange and blue on it as well to show what it is. Okay. You forgot something. What did I forget? Hold on. Let me see what gets said. Clicks button. What did I forget? Guest? What you got for me? I just forgot to restart the music again. I've got to figure out a way to like make the music play automatically at all times. Oops, just pressed the wrong button. There we go. Fixed it. All right. An acid jar, of course. Yes, the acid jar. I forgot. Thank you. A jar of acid. Here we go. And it was open, right? It was like already. It was an already open jar. So should we have like the lid off to the side? There you go. There's our lid for the jar. Here's our silly little jar. of acid already open and prepared to dump. Okay. All right, with that, guys, I think it's nighttime. I think it's time to find out what the evil wizard has brought. One sec. This is gonna take a minute. I'm gathering all of the different things that the evil wizard has brought to attempt to take out this castle here. We've got a lot going on here. So this may take a slight amount of time in an effort to gather all of the things. In the meantime, how are we feeling? Do we think we're going to be able to take out the evil wizard? Or do we think it may be a bit of an issue? There we go. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my thing messed up there for a minute, and it was a bit worrying. But it's fixed now. Oh my goodness, I did it again. Okay. We're almost done here. We're just gathering the last couple of things to show where the evil wizard's forces are. Got a couple of these and a couple of those. A couple more of these ones. Generally, there's just some interesting stuff going on here. Okay, almost done. Just gathering up the last couple of people in the army. Okay, hold on. Let me look around one more time, see if I can add anything else. Yep. Okay, just a couple more. Sorry, guys. This is taking a little second here. Gotta make sure this last battle's interesting, though. Or else it will all have been for naught. Oh my goodness! Why does that keep happening? Okay. Gotta grab this. Go here. Go here. Oops. Go here. Go here. Go here. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready. Shower. Robert just says shower. I don't even know what that means. Are you saying I need a shower? If that's so... a little bit out of pocket, but okay. Okay, we're back. Now, we have arrived to see that the evil wizard's army is pretty much everywhere. They're all mind-controlled. Their eyes are currently still black, but trust that they are supposed to be purple. It seems that when the Dark Castle forces were attacking the goblins, it wasn't actually the Dark Castle's orders that they were following. It was the evil wizard's orders. And now the evil wizard has captured the goblins as well. And they are all under mind control together. He even has managed to mind control the Goblin King. Now, this is a bit of an issue, as he now has a mighty force to come attack us with. With the Dark Cannon, or Dark Towers cannons, the huge amount of goblins. He even has managed to mind control our Knight and Turbo Chef. He even mind controlled our Dog Knight and our Warhammer Cat. So we may be in a bit of trouble here. No, not the dog. No, he got the dog. I'm sorry. But we sent him away. We sent the dog away with an old man, if you remember correctly. The old man being the evil wizard themselves. It turns out this isn't actually his true form. His true form is him with robes on and an evil wizard hat. The evil wizard was the man in the woods all along. I teach the gravity wizard to do targeting spell casting, so he doesn't waste his magic. He also prepares to rain down on them. Oh my gosh, I dropped my thing. Okay. No way, it was the old man. What a plot twist. Who could have seen this coming? Exactly, Chicky Puff. Exactly. This is storytelling on another level. There was no way of knowing this could have happened. Spoiler alert, the cat is a lie. We changed the cat's weapons a long time ago. Which weapon? Which cat? This cat? He has managed to find new AI. What? What AI? Sorry. Almost lost my cool there. Anyways, back to the scheduled programming. So, now, the evil wizard moves forward in an attempt to destroy Castle Whitewall. He rolls, the first thing he does is he rolls his battering rams up to Aperture Science Labs with the protection of Battlecat in an effort to take out Aperture Science Labs and destroy it as it's on the outskirts of Castle Whitewall. He also moves a horde of goblins along with a cannon closer to see how dangerous the rain of arrows and rockets actually is. He doesn't want to waste too many troops on something like this. What should we do? This is serious. We've got to figure out something to do while he moves his troops in. No, it's the old man. What a plot twist. You could have seen this coming. Oh, I see. Anyone who goes in the circle gets rained on. I like that. I like that. Should we move? Well, the herring in the science lab worked. Oh, it was all a red herring. It was... Oh my goodness. What a plot twist. What should we do with our troops? Should we move our troops out? Or should we keep them in? What should we do here, guys? We've got to figure something out. While these forces are moved closer. They're moving closer and closer each second that we don't do something. They're staying just out of range of the iron and rocket rain that is above them. The wizard seems to be just watching over the battle as he looks on, watching his army push forward. We already have the portal weapon. No, I can't help, so I have to help you guys. Kitty Heart is in the sky watching. She is not actually, or they are not actually here to help, sorry. They are just watching from above. Don't rain on the troops yet. Let's portal them in. Okay, so the first use of a weapon has been used. Jackie! Oh, speed makes it they can't see the rain. It's too cloudy. It's too cloudy to see the rain. So they're walking towards it. And while they're walking towards it, Jackie uses a portal to portal some of the troops into the iron rain. They use the portal on this poor sap here, who is portaled directly into the rain. Now, sorry, one moment, I'm drawing the portal still. They get portaled directly into the rain. And then they use it to portal this guy as well. Into the rain again. Two troops have been portaled directly into the rain. There's nothing they can do to stop it. He also portals some into the volcano. Oh, wait, in the volcano. Oh, yeah, in Mount Black. My mistake. Yeah, not the rain, into the volcano. This guy portaled directly into the volcano. He is burning and on fire and also not having a good time. He's just generally not having a good day with all the fire that's happening to his poor battering ram. This is pretty rough for him. He is on fire. There's nothing he can do. Let's actually move this portal so we can see exactly where it's teleporting to. Okay, there we go. The portal is dropping people into the mountain. This guy gets dropped directly in. He's not even on fire. He's just He's just destroyed in the mountain. We can see his little goblin arm poking out. This is insane. He got sent into the volcano. 2 of the troops are down. Have a good day, guest. Thank you for stopping by. How did he get out? He actually managed to land on the side of the volcano and has, instead of fallen in, rolled down the side, rolling into a second battering ram, catching both battering rams on fire. This battering ram also catches on fire. There are 2 on fire now. They realize the peril of the situation they're in. They are not safe outside of the Iron Rain and have decided that instead of waiting outside, they have no time. The wizard makes them push into the Iron Rain. All of the people are going in. They're going into the rain, just pushing as fast as they can to get through, hoping that they do not get rained down upon by the Iron Rain here. They all push in. They're pushing. They're pushing. Use the spiky hat rocketeers now. Okay, yes. Okay, wait. Time to rain upon them. Chicky Puff sends down the rain. Rockets and arrows and everything you can imagine is sent down upon them. They take massive casualties. This guy, boom, blown up by rocket. This guy, boom, blown up by rocket. This cannon, boom, rocket. The arrows too. The arrows come down. The arrows come down, knocking out this goblin. He is pushed down, unable to stop the rain of terror upon him. Bang! He's been hit with arrows. This arrow here. Boom, right on him. This arrow as well. Boom, right on him. The arrows are raining and pouring from the sky. They are everywhere. There's nowhere to hide from the arrows. There's simply so many of them. Boom, boom, boom. Arrows, arrows, arrows everywhere. Literally all over the place. So many arrows. This cannon, taken down by arrows. Crushed to the ground by the sheer amount of arrows raining down on top of it. There's nothing that could have been done for it. Boom. They're all taking massive damage. Another explosion goes off. This guy. Why can't I draw? Hold on. Why can't I draw? What's going on? What's happening here? Did my thing crash? One moment. What's happening? Oh, there we go. Not sure what that was about. Anyways, boom! No, it's not working still. What's going on? One moment. I may need to reset. I don't know what's happening. Hold on, guys. Sorry to interrupt the battle. I gotta save this for a sec and see if I can fix it. Hold on. Is that the problem? Oh! My mistake. I had an area selected. It would not let me draw. Anyways. Boom! Another explosion takes this guy out. They keep pushing onwards, though. There's nothing else they can do. They have to just keep pushing forward and hope that they can get through this huge amount of explosions that are coming down onto the ground. Boom, boom, boom. Everywhere, everywhere. Rockets. Okay, what happens next? What happens next? They are all taking massive casualties. Speed Baking's preparations are paying off. He has managed to save us from a brunt of the force, but they keep pushing forward. There's just too many of them. The Iron Rain can't get them all. They just keep pushing and pushing until they get through. Sorry, I've got to make sure the arrows don't move too much with our troops here. They just push forward and forward more and more, getting closer and closer to the tower. They keep pushing up and up. Further they go. Boom, boom, boom. All these explosions coming down, but they don't care. They have to just keep moving. This guy definitely went down. Boom. That guy definitely got hit with a bunch of arrows. He keeps pushing forward, though. A bunch of them still alive, still kicking, still moving forward. What do we say? The sentry deletes the long-knifed goblins from the backstage. The sentry, using its force for good for once, even though it is ultimately extremely lazy, uses a giant laser beam. Hold on. The giant laser beam from the sentry comes in, absolutely demolishing the long knife goblin. Boom. Now that the long knife goblin has been destroyed, all of the long knife goblins in the actual scene start glitching out of existence. Something's not right with them. They're all glitching out. They don't understand what's happening. They're still up, but they're damaged heavily. They fully don't understand what's happening to them. Just taking massive damage here. All hurt now. None of them are unscathed. When this happens, the battle cat that we saw earlier leaps into action, following its mind control, and dashes through the arrows and makes it through the arrow rain. The dog following close behind. They've become quite a duo here, both attempting to attack the castle. We have more troops pushing in through the iron rain, getting as far as they possibly can. Turbo Chef and the knight from earlier also gallop in. They gallop until they come all the way down here to the bottom, making it nearly all the way through the iron rain. Guest ran away from the kingdom. He did. He had places to be. That's what the chefs and lazy sentry are for. The castle burns up somehow. What? Glitched enemies can't move. What's been happening? Slugcat, you're just in time. This is the final showdown. The evil wizard has returned. He has mind-controlled a bunch of troops, and they're attacking the castle. We are attempting to defend, but there's just so many of them. So many evil guys going on. Lillian, what's happening? There's a huge battle. A huge battle. We've prepared for it, but there's just so many bad guys. They're everywhere. Explosions are happening. Arrows are raining. People are moving in. People are being glitched out of existence. This ram decides to go through the portal, pop out the other side. He switches around, and then he starts moving forward as well. There's so many battering rams, so many evil guys, all moving forward at the same time. What's happening? What's happening? I sent 100 slugcats with spears. Slugcat, for which team? For which team are you sending these slugcats? Because this could make all the difference. I don't know. We've got to figure out something to do here. There's just so much going on, so much happening. What do we do, guys? Do we send out the troops? Do we send out the troops to face the enemies who have made it through? What do we do, guys? The chefs pull forward. They walk towards the edge a little bit, I think, here. We will let Speed Bacon cook so that he burns his own team. Okay. Speed Baking. Oh, you mean, yes, okay. Instead of any other idea, you guys have sent the merchant to throw the berries to Speed Baking. Speed Baking. Realizing, oh, Slugcat has decided to help the good guys. Okay, in 1 second, we'll draw all the Slugcats coming to help. Speed Baking, seeing, mind-controlled, seeing all of these berries, realizes there's only one thing he can do. He sets them on fire with his horrific cooking skills. Now, Speed Baking has started a small fire that is attacking everything around it. It's attacking this knight. This knight is now on fire too. There's not much he can do here. All the troops that are around try to stop Speed Baking from cooking. They're like, stop it, please! You're ruining us all. But Speed Baking just sets them on fire too. Everyone's on fire. There's just a huge amount of fire occurring everywhere. This guy's on fire. That guy's on fire. It turns out Speed Baking is kind of horrific when he is cooking in the kitchen. I helped the good guys. Okay. We need to draw a couple of Slugcats now. The Slugcats need to come in to assist in... Slugcat, in a turn of events that no one saw coming, has decided to call upon his brethren to assist in stopping the evil wizard's army. Oops. He pushes in with his army of Slugcats. It's not exactly 100, but honestly, I can't copy that many in or else it might delete the scene. Has decided to send the Slugcats. I cast Nuclear Bomb. We did not prepare a Nuclear Bomb, so we unfortunately cannot cast Nuclear Bomb. We can say Speed Bacon got his mind back, I guess. Okay. Kitty Heart says that through the sheer force of realizing that he is perhaps the scariest cook of all time, Speed Baking has switched sides again and is now fighting for the good people of Castle Whitewall. He has decided to use his cooking skills for good instead of evil after actually burning half of the goblin military. Portal the burning troop in a concentrated area of army. Okay, we will send forth the snake. The snake slithers forward and attempts to use the portal gun to send the fire to a more populated area and take out more of the army. He sends out his portal. Boop. Puts it here. And sends out the other portal. Boop. And sets it here. And sends through the fire that is raging right next to Turbo Chef. I mean, speed baking. Now that the fire is over here, the fire spreads even further to some of these troops. Just mass hysteria ensues. Fire is everywhere. We should give speed baking a tin bat to stop him from getting mind controlled again. Okay, this merchant who has actually become one of the MVPs for this war effort throws a tin hat over to speed baking to ensure he does not get mind controlled again. He throws the tin hat like so. Hup, plunk, and it lands right on his head, stopping him from being mind controlled any further. We eat the goblins, Slugcat and his army. Wait, no, we need the actual red Slugcat as well, because that's the Slugcat that is leading the charge. Actually, I guess we can just do it this way. Copy this guy, make him red. Hold on, because he's a pirate Slugcat. I think is how the lore works there. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, here we have Slugcat has returned from eating his meal and is now eating the goblins instead. They eat the goblins. They descend upon them. Ow. Ah! The goblin screams for mercy, but there is none. He is being eaten by an army of Slugcats. They're just eating all of them. As many as they can get their hands on. They're chewing them all up. There's nothing that the goblins can do. They're simply stuck and trapped in this horrible nightmare of thousands of Slugcats descending upon them. We need music. Where's the music? Play the music again. Okay. Now the army of Slugcats moves forward through the Iron Rain, looking for more enemies to attack. I was telling the truth from the start. No one believed me. That's unfortunate, Slugcat. That's unfortunate. This cannon, though, speaking of unfortunate, has made it through the Iron Rain, is standing at the edge, and fires a cannonball at the tower. Hold on. Gotta draw the cannonball. What color should it be? It's gotta be like a bright white, I feel like. Boom! The cannonball is launched at the tower. Directly at this snake. The snake, dodging, just barely, dives out of the way. But the cannonball sails. Whoops. The cannonball sails into our base. I've got to change the color again so that we can actually see it on the wall. The cannonball sails into our base. Boom! Leaving a gaping hole where the cannonball went through. This is terrible. We have a big old hole in our base now. They are ruining our property value. We've got to do something about this, guys. What should we do about this ginormous cannonball that has just put a giant hole in our building? The cannonball hit the hill behind the trench. We forgot to use the balloon popping device. No, we need to use it right now. Someone's got to press it. Make speed baking present to be on the opposing team and burn everyone. Yeah, that's exactly what happened a second ago. We gotta press the balloon popping button. I used my clone card on the Slugcats. There's even more Slugcats now, as they've been cloned by the wizard, speed baking. If I can find what layer they're on, that is. There is now so many Slugcats. They're overwhelming the enemy as they keep being cloned. Slugcat sends a chef to press the button. Boop. As he presses the button, the balloon pops. One moment, gotta delete the balloon so we show it pops. Boom! Pop! The balloon pops! Sending some of the enemies turning to run! Except for the ones that can't move because they're glitching. The ones that are glitching, obviously, are still stuck in place. Ah! This guy's running away. This guy, seeing the chocolate bar, takes a bite. When he takes a bite, instantly, he falls violently ill and has to fall down. He is now down. He cannot do anything else. We only have a few cannons still in commission here. It looks pretty good for us, guys. It looks pretty good for us so far. We have a few cannons peeking out, though. This one's moving forward. This one got too scared by the popping balloon noise and has decided to retreat. We got a lot of them retreating now. They're on the back foot. This could be a lot worse for us, guys. Running away. I cast mitosis on the portal gun snake. As in, when we say mitosis, do we mean he grows? 300 slug cats. Yes, 300 slug cats are pushing in from the bottom. There's so many of them. Now you cast mitosis on the portal gun snake. Do you mean you want him to grow or you want him to duplicate? I kind of forget which one mitosis is. Okay. It looks like we're doing pretty well so far. We still need to deal with Battle Cat, who has, since we last saw him, crossed the trench and is now doing battle with Tracker Cat. They're fighting each other. Who knows who'll win this battle? Tink, 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 tink. And the dog has taken out the portal. This portal gun up here. Destroying it. Leaving it smoking on the ground. Just nothing but a smoking mess. We also lost Aperture Science earlier. It got blown up by the many things that were around. We've got to do something here, guys. These scarier troops like the Battle Cat and the dog are still here. It doubles. It doubles. Okay. So there's now two portal gun snakes. They're both just hanging around. Okay. Next, I cast THR 1000 Earth Mover and summon an Ultra Kill Earth Mover. I don't even know what that is. Hold on. Remember, Tracker Cat is a glass cannon. One hit and he's over with. Oh no. Kitty Heart seems to think Tracker Cat is not going to be able to hold him off. He sends out his blade, though, and manages to block some of the hammer. But the Hammer Cat ends up pushing forward and slamming the hammer down onto top of Tracker Cat. Boom! Tracker Cat now is badly injured. There's not much he can do here. He's essentially out of the fight, as he's taken too much heat, too much damage. He has fallen and will be out of the rest of the fight. A snake hijacks the battering ram to wreak havoc on the remaining cannons. We're gonna take the assassin snake. He looks around. Where's he looking? Where's he looking? He sees the battering ram with the goblin already unconscious on it. Jumps over the pit, gets on it, and then uses it. Hold on, I gotta turn them around so they're both facing the right way. And then uses it to slam into this cannon, destroying it. The cannon falls down next to the enemy troops. The enemy troops, now realizing that they need to help or this fight could be lost, push down out into the iron rain through the battle and frenzy and the raining arrows and everything else and slam into this goblin. Boom, boom. The goblin shrinks down to pea-sized due to being attacked so many times he got crushed. The remaining two members of the dark military push forward to attack these two goblins as well. They're in a huge fight here. I send slug cats to eat Battle Cat. Wait, hold on. We got a lot going on. Who's who? Brother, if they don't got a tin hat on, they're a bad guy. That's all we got to know. I made a mistake and now Tracker Cat is badly injured. Tracker Cat is badly injured. We got to do something. Speed baking. Attempting to use heart attack on Battle Cat. His wizard here. But his wizard has so much going on. He's trying to keep his friends safe in the iron rain. He doesn't have time to cast heart attack. There's not much he can do. Slugcat says he sends Slugcats to eat Battle Cat. Chicky Puff wants to send arrows on the Battle Cat and rockets on the dog. Oh no. Some bad things are happening here. We got arrows raining down on Battle Cat, but will it be enough to stop his onslaught of rage? We have a rocket being sent down onto the dog. Just overall a lot of bad things going on around here. Unluckily though, the Battle Cat, using his extreme speed and efficiency, manages to dodge the arrows. Just like he dodged the rest of the Iron Rain. Just manages to dodge out of the way of both. coming up to get closer to the archers and the wizard. The dog, hit with an explosion, boom, is launched backwards. He was hit so hard he's launched out of the iron rain and manages to snap out of his mind control. It turns out a explosion of sizable force might make them become unmind controlled. We don't know for sure though. Moving these forward, this, oops, Control Z. Oh my gosh, where'd he go? Control Z. Oh, there we go. This ram has managed to make it to the lazy sentry and destroys it. The lazy sentry, boom, broken in 2 pieces, now falls to the ground. My slug cats eat so much tinfoil they're immune to mind control. Insane. 300 slug cats summon Finn the human to the front lines. I don't know how we would manage that as there is so much going on at this point. There's just no space for Finn the human to stand in here. We'll summon his hat. We'll put his hat on someone. His hat can go on. We'll put the hat on the merchant. It turns out he was Finn the human the whole time. There he is. Finn the human as a merchant. We now send forth the army of slug cats, as Slugcat asked, to try to overwhelm Battlecat up here. As they attempt, we're gonna move them back though, because there's a lot going on. It's kind of hard to tell what's happening. We're gonna just put a couple up here now. Okay. They attempt to overwhelm Battlecat and successfully manage to take him out. Boom, boom. Battlecat goes down, dropping his hammer, and now being unable to attack anymore. He's held down by the multiple slug cats in the area. Battlecat is over with. He is unable to keep fighting. Portal a burning troop onto the rams. Okay, we will. We'll use the portal one final time. The portal is absolutely overpowered. It's a good thing we have it here. We'll use the portal to drop flaming troop onto the rams. Now, where are there the most rams? We've got to figure that out before we drop them. Hold on. Where's the most rams? There's rams up here. We'll drop a flaming troop here. As we drop the flaming troop, whoop, this ram actually moves too quickly and slams into the back of some of these battle cats. He takes out multiple battle cats. One is actually stuck on the front of the ram, unable to move. This one gets split in half. This one, I don't know. He also is hurt. He falls as well. This ram, though, also is destroyed by the burning troop that is here. So it is also unable to continue fighting. There's just too much fire, too much flame, too much smoke. He's cooked. Now, how many troops are there left we need to defeat? We've got this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this cannon. But the dog has decided to take out this cannon. He sticks his spear in between the wheels of the cannon. The cannon shifts and then falls. Unable to continue on. The battle cat isn't oofed. Up left. Send the slug cat riding a slug cat. If the evil wizard gets defeated, the mind control ends. Kitty Heart has a theory about the evil wizard, but how are we going to get to him to stop him? We've got to send some troops out to get to him. What are we going to do? The merchant pulls out a sword and starts to attack the offense. The merchant, managing to free himself from his stand long enough to pull out a sword, decides to start just absolutely going ham on the enemies. He's got his sword. He turns. Hold on, gotta figure out exactly where. There he is. He turns and begins attacking. Whoops. And begins attacking the enemy force as well with the rest of the troop. He fights with this battering ram in an effort to stop the onslaught. Send all turbo chefs to the wizard. All right, all turbo chefs. Make the crossing of the gap. They send themselves forward. Hold on. Hold on. Perfect. Okay. They send themselves forward, jumping the gap, moving up towards the wizard. They go to confront him. Now the wizard is standing here with the Goblin King behind. Oh, are we legged out? What's happening? Nope, I think we're still okay. Send more gluttonous slugcats to eat him and summon Queso to eat the goblins. We'll send more. We'll send the remaining slugcats up to reinforce Turbo Chef and his clones. Now here's the moment we've waited for. The final reckoning. It's the evil wizard versus an army. Now, the first wave of Turbo Chefs push forward, attempting to get close to the wizard. But right when they do, the wizard, his eyes begin to glow. And when they glow, a dark energy swirls around him. Darkness encircles the wizard. We do not know what he's about to do, but whatever it is, he's charging up. The Turbo Chefs push forward as fast as they can and attempt to stop him, but it's too late. The Dark Wizard begins to float into the air. And when he does, that's his little shadow. And when he does, a dark claw emerges from the ground, preparing to decimate the entire force. Hold on, gotta draw the dark claw. There we go. Okay, this is part of the dark claw. The dark claw comes out of the ground, preparing to just attack everything in its way. A few of the chefs try to dodge out of the way, but it's too late for most of them. The claw makes a swiping motion. Hold on, sorry. Swoosh! And manages to take out 2 of the goblins, or 2 of the Turbo Chefs. One of them is nothing but his torso. That's a little bit gruesome. Sorry about that, guys. Slugcat throws his spears. Hello, Snoopy Yasso. You're just in time to watch the final battle. Lightning Wizard versus Evil Wizard. We forgot about the Flying Lightning Wizard. He turns. Realizing that his troops are in trouble, he swoops down from above. And when he does, launches a string of lightning towards the Evil Wizard. The Evil Wizard, not realizing that he was above them the whole time, is hit directly with the lightning and is electrocuted. He is revealed. I mean, I don't know, he gets electrocuted and is, like in Star Wars, when people have, they get electrocuted and they, their bones glow or whatever, and they, their skin all becomes translucent and dark. That's what happens here. That's exactly what happens to this guy. We use determination to gain a stat boost. You should totally run an actual campaign on a stream. What I mean is, doing dumb D&D with the viewers. Yeah, that'd be fun sometimes, speed baking. At this point in time, though, we are having a huge battle! This guy is being electrocuted! The Slugcats push in and attempt to finish him off! They push forward with their spears! They attempt to stab him, but he's a little too high off the ground. Realizing there's only one thing to do, Slugcat themselves, Kaguya, jumps on top of a tree, runs through the trees, jumps, swings off the wizard, and lands onto the Evil Wizard with their spear downward. They do a crazy flying acrobat move, landing directly on top of the wizard, crashing him back to the ground. The wizard falls. Lightning, magic, everything around them falling to the ground. They're back on the ground. When they land a little bit sideways. Oh my goodness, this is not gonna work. Hold on, I'm trying to make it so he's sideways without absolutely destroying the sprite. I don't know, it's kind of destroyed, but that's okay. The Evil Wizard. Oh my goodness, what happened? There we go. The Evil Wizard is being descended upon. He falls. Falls over here. The Goblin King turns to look. He doesn't actually care because obviously he's being mind controlled. So all of this is kind of just whatever for him. He just doesn't really want to be here at all. So now, the Evil Wizard has fallen to the ground. All of the Slugcats descend upon him. And what do? What do, Slugcat? They eat him! He has been eaten by the slug cats! Hurrah! The slug cats are victorious! All of the goblins and other controlled people return to normal as the evil wizard has been defeated. Huzzah! Great job, everyone! You've managed to defeat the evil wizard and keep safe Castle Whitewall. Well done, well done. Hooray! Hooray! Huzzah! Just adding in their normalize. You guys did it. It was amazing. It was top 10 things I've seen in my lifetime. It was great. Very cool, everyone. Very cool. All of the goblins returned to their normal selves. Even Battle Cat returned to their normal self. Quite a bit of carnage here, but the day has been won. Well done, everyone. Well done. They lived happily ever after. Indeed, they did. In Castle Whitewall. There will be a lot of rebuilding to do, and we lost a lot of poor innocent people who just got mind controlled. Very unfortunate. Very sad. But at least the day is won and the day is over. We did it. Good job, everyone. Way to go. Amazing. Amazing work. Cool. Well, I'm gonna be honest. That was all I had planned today. I don't know how successful that was. I feel like it was pretty cool. I felt that was a pretty neat little event we had there. A lot of carnage, a lot of drawing. It was very cool. Time for Super Evil Wizard. No, there's no time for Super Evil Wizard. We cannot have Super Evil Wizard. The Evil Wizard has been defeated. Maybe next time we can go for Super Evil Wizard. I think there's one thing left. What's the one thing left we gotta do? Anyone? This was very fun and chaotic. Thank you, Chicky Puff. I also thought it was very fun and chaotic. We kind of just descended into madness in the battle. Sorry about that. I didn't really know how to run that one. Can I cast Nuclear Bomb now? Do we really want to cast Nuclear Bomb after we just successfully won the day? Victory Feast! Ah, good idea. Let's have a Victory Feast. Remember from last stream. I do not remember from last stream, Kitty Heart. I now eat everything in the goblins. Okay, someone's gotta control Slug Cat. A little area for my cats. Oh yeah, we can do a little area for your cats. We may, actually, I may need to do that for off stream. Because our cat numbers have grown. We've got quite a few cats. We can create a little area for all cats to dwell in the Goat Blob Pixel multiverse. Okay, let's make a little victory feast now. For all the people that made it through the battle. Currently I'm building the little table here. We're just creating a little construct for everyone to gather at and eat a feast. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely sure who all made it through the battle. We're just gonna assume most people did. Big old victory feast with lots of foods. Definitely some corn, because we stockpiled all our corn, if you remember. It's in the castle walls. We protected it. Thanks to the work of our good farmer here. We have corn. We're gonna have a little roast turkey here. Oops. A little roast turkey here. Gotta have the turkey, of course. What else? We need like a salad kind of deal. I feel like we can have a salad moment. With some of the berries. Ooh, the berries from our bushes. There we go. We have a salad. What else kind of foods do we need? Will you show it tomorrow stream? I will not stream tomorrow. I will stream on Monday though. I will show it on the Monday stream. Yes, Kitty Heart. I will ensure to show it then. Gonna add some. Yeah, the weekends are my stream rest day. Hog on a spit. We do gotta put a big ol' hog on a spit. That's a good idea. We'll draw a little big ol' A little big pig that is being roasted on a spit. Here we go. Little piggy is being eaten. This is him being cooked. This is our meal. Huzzah. Doesn't really look very pig-like. My drawing juices have been slightly drained from the day, but here's our little hog on the spit being roasted. This is probably the most drawing I've done at one time. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore the dozen burning goblins. They're probably alright, right? Like they're probably fine. They'll work it out. Oh wait, no! Guys, we have the giant water thing. We can just use our giant water to put everyone out. Unfortunately, I cannot undraw the goblins on fire. But we're just gonna like pretend we washed them all away. Everyone has been put out and is safe again. Well, actually, I guess we could just do it this way. So there was 2 here. Let's copy 2 there. Control C, Control V, Control V. Cool. There are 2. Draw 400 guests. Okay, I'm definitely not going to draw 400 guests. Fish for the cats. Good idea. Good idea. We need fish for the cats. I was so excited for this stream. I'm glad you were excited, Speed Baking. I hope it lived up. I hope it lived up to some of the hype. Control V. We'll definitely do something like this in the near future. Not exactly sure when, but eventually. Okay. Now that seems to be all of the rams that were on fire. Now we have to put out the rest of the guys. So that was this guy. Let's actually remove the red from around him so we can use him once again. Control C, Control V. This guy has been put out. This guy has also been put out. We're putting out all our little goblin guys who were once destroyed. A couple more to put out here. One here. Is that it? Is that all the guys on fire? Honestly, I'm surprised. I felt like there was like a lot more people on fire. That wasn't so bad. I feel like we kept the burning to a minimum, the immolation to a minimum. If only we had a convenient water orb. Exactly. Summon ugly pallet slug cats. I'm not exactly sure what that means, unless you mean this guy. We'll grab this guy and pull him down. He can join the feast. He's here at the feast. We got a few goblins at the feast as well. Oh, we got to put this guy out as well. This guy was the first guy to catch on fire, I'm pretty sure. Let's draw him and Turbo Chef at the feast. Having successfully thwarted the enemy. We need a few people from the Black Castle Kingdom. There we go. There we go. Just some people there. We have a couple of slug cats who have stopped eating the goblins because there's other food now and there is no reason to eat our little goblin friends. They're just playing now. Perfect. We need more people to attend the feast though. Let's go. These 2 snakes will attend the feast. They were very helpful. The farmer will attend the feast, of course. After being through such a traumatic event, it's only right. People who turned back to normal while being on fire. Why am I on fire? Probably accurate. But don't worry, we put them all out. They're all okay now. They're all fine. The assassin snake needs to show up as well, make an appearance. At the amazing feast. Pull him down here. Perfect. Now we have a whole bunch of guys attending our feast. We need the spear dog at the feast, of course. Who else hasn't made it to the feast? Probably the stack of archers should go to the feast, right? There's like a lot of them. They did a lot of the heavy lifting here. The rocket launcher guys and the archer guys. It was a beautiful technique by speed baking, to include the use of an insane amount of archers and wizards and everything else. Those guys were deleted from backstage. We reinstated them as there's no need for them to be deleted anymore. They have managed to resume their duties after they were finished being absolutely blasted. Let's pull this down as well. Uh-oh, too close. Perfect. We have a stack of archers, along with the gravity wizard, all attending the feast as well. We got quite the turnout for our feast. A lot of guests, a lot of fellas showed up. Excellent, excellent. All right. Oh, we need the cats. The cats, of course. Forgot there for a sec. Can we rotate them back up correctly? Hold on. Rotating in pixel art is so tedious. Because sometimes it'll work perfectly, and other times it's like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Just depends on the day. Here, we'll have him like this. He's prancing. Hooray! Hooray for prancing. He's prancing about. We definitely need the merchant / Finn the human. He helped out a lot as well. Let's bring him to the feast. Cool. What a feast. Okay, we need fish for the cats, of course. Boom, 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 boom. Couple of fish here. Boom, 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 boom. Couple of fish. Kind of hard to see. Let's change the color of the fish. Should be brighter. There we go. There's our little fish guys. Hooray! Show off the Discord art section. Oh yeah, of course! Also, before we go, I need to show off the Discord art section. But one final farewell to all of our little friends. Oh, we definitely need the chefs there. The chefs there need to help out as well and go to the, because they helped quite a bit. They need to go to the feast as well. Here are the chefs. Cool. Okay. Here's our little scene, guys. Here's our little feast after the hard-fought victory. What do we think, guys? Yeah, I made sure the market guy made it to the feast. Unfortunately, there is no coffee mug to seduce this time. Fever dream with psychosis while on every drug ever. So true. Wait, where was Hexy? I don't know. Hexy didn't tune in today. He must have been busy. It is the 4th of July, so I don't know. Maybe we're celebrating something like that. But yeah, here's our final feast with all of our little guys who made it through to the very end. Overall, I'd say that was pretty successful. That was a pretty good stream. I feel kind of like wore out after that because I feel like I was just like drawing and talking and everything the whole time. I feel like that was a good amount of work we put in. You need to make a shorts video about this. That's a good idea. I probably will. That's actually a great idea. I will do that. Thank you for the idea, Jackie. I will make a shorts video about this. I also need to keep working on CCT. The fights aren't going to make themselves. Anyways, so there was that little event. Thank you all for tuning in. That was very cool. We will now show off part of the Discord art section. Hold on. Let me pause that part of the stream so I can open Discord. Now take the rest of the day off to avoid burnout. So true. Chicky Puff knows me so well, dude. What happened to Cabin? Cabin, originally when I was creating that, I got really, really burnt out with making the shorts so often and like just so constantly that I kind of just like couldn't. I felt like I couldn't keep going and keep doing it, so I ended up stopping it. But I have agreed to continue it after CCT. So after CCT, we will return to the Cabin series. Okay, I'm in the Discord art section. To be fair, there is one swear word, just so everyone knows, one swear word on the screen in this art area, but it is from stream yesterday. So, if you would not like to see the swear word, Look away. Don't worry. It's not that bad a one. It's like a medium swear word. It's still a swear word though. Let's be real. Anyways, here we are. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Here it is. Okay. So this is from Hexy. If you were here for yesterday's stream, this is like an exact recreation of what we drew yesterday, which is awesome. I think it's so sick. The way each character is looking at it is so funny. Other art that we have in here, we have a little comic about Hexy and Loops, or Lugs, sorry, Lugs, and then little Roblox artwork here. We have more artwork from Hexy, as well as more artwork again. And then this is some art from Loogie, if you've seen him before. And finally, some art from Speed Baking, which is, this was pretty sick as well. Very vibrant color choice. Yeah, that's the art channel right now. Thank you to everyone who adds to the art channel. It's very cool to see all your artworks. I love looking at them. I look at every single one of them. So yeah, thanks everyone so much for stopping by. It was very fun and very cool. I hope you all enjoyed stream today. I know I did. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. Okay, for the outro, let me think. I gotta think for a sec for the outro. Okay. Make sure to do something creative today, whether it is sew or embroider, or I need one more. Do a collage. Ooh, collage. That's a good one. Or do a collage. Just whatever you do, make sure you love it. For your side quest today, let's go with, what should your side quest be? What's a good side quest? Let me think. For your side quest, do a couple of stretches. There you go. That's a good one. Make sure your joints are all limbered up. Don't want to hurt yourself while doing some sort of some movements in your daily life. All right. That's all I got today. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope I see you all again on Monday. Yeah, good stream, guys. Bye-bye.